everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a great night. My goodness, a lot of stuff has happened today, hasn't it? And on my birthday, today's my birthday. And on my birthday, Chantal is raging. And I'm here for it. Look, I don't have a birthday cake, but I'm fine with that because it doesn't matter. I'm still getting my dessert. You guys know what dessert is. It's Chantal raging. We are here for the karma. The karma is the dessert. So she went live and she was raging about FFG. She was just going all the way off. And I was actually trying to react to this earlier, but in the process of doing so, people kept coming to my door and wishing me happy birthday and all that. So I just kept having to stop, start, stop, start. So I'm redoing this over, but I'm completely fine with that because sometimes it's better to wait. Because you find different things that you can add to the react and make it more fun and all that. So it all worked out anyway. But yeah, Chantal was live and she was just going all the way off about FFG and anything else she can do. And the more I watched the live, the more I had questions. And the more I was looking at it going, what in the world is she so mad about? Is it because of Salah? Is it because of the things that Allah was saying when he was doing the panel with Skinny Queen? Could it have anything to do with the fact that she's in Canada? And is what we're seeing tonight a little bit of the nattitude that's coming back? Because there's been all kinds of evidence pointing to the fact that she might be talking to Natter. I mean, Natter appeared recently with some new groceries and some new clothes from what I hear. And we all know of one person that was buying his groceries and buying his clothes. Is she seeing Natter again? And if she's seeing Natter again, is he selling her some party favors? Because I do distinctly remember a long time ago when she was seeing Natter, whenever she'd be doing the, she would get the Nattertude. Whenever she would do too much of a certain kind of party favor, she would just get mean and nasty and rage. And I saw a little bit of that tonight. Like, I haven't seen her this all amped up and angry in so long, but I saw it again. I'm like, that reminds me of the old Nattertude when she'd be doing the white pouty party powder. Pouty, we're party out here. All right. So yeah, like I was just looking at her going, Chantal, I remember you doing the white stuff and you having the same attitude. You've been talking to Natter, haven't you? Yeah. So she was in her car. She was having an absolute meltdown and I'm here for it. And it's my birthday, Chantal. I've already had my little birthday dinner. I've already said my thank yous. I'm giving the hugs and kisses to the people that wish me happy birthday. And it's time for you. I'm ready for you. And my audience is ready for you. And we're going to do this. So those of you that are on my channel, y'all ready? This might be a long one. If you're not ready yet, stop the video and go get ready. Get yourself something nice, cold to drink and something to snack on. Get yourself a backup sandwich because we might be here a while. We might be here a while. This is a good one. This is a good one. We deserve this tonight, y'all. I deserve it. You deserve it. We deserve this. Over a year of boring content from Chantal in Kuwait, we deserve this rage. We deserve something spicy. We deserve something interesting because God knows we're not going to get it when she goes back to Kuwait. Unless her and Salah start fighting, then it might get a little bit extra spicy. But we'll take what we can get right now. So tell you what, let's go on over to Twitter. I found some interesting stuff on Twitter, courtesy of all the interesting people on Twitter. And then we'll get into Chantal's stream. We won't take long on Twitter, I promise. But I found some interesting tidbits. Yes, I did. And I want to share them with y'all because they are of note. So for those of you that are on Twitter, you want to join me there, it's Wild Girl Sarah. And for those of you that are on my channel, you want to make sure to be notified. I encourage joining me on joining. What is wrong with my talk today? I can't speak today. I swear I haven't had anything. I don't drink. I don't do party favors. I'm just completely sober. Anyway, so again, if you want to join me on Twitter, it's Wow Girl Sarah. And the reason why you should join me on Twitter is because YouTube, they screw up with their notifications. Sometimes people get them, sometimes they don't. But whenever I do a video or a live, I post there first. So what do we got? Well, what we've got is, how about this clip courtesy of Hidden Truths saying Foodie Beauty. She has a humiliation fetish, which is why you can't embarrass her. Let's watch the clip.
I'm not even going there because that's what they want. They're so irrelevant to my life. Get out of here. Anyway, oh my God, they're the most embarrassing people on the internet. They have the nerve. I wouldn't show my face. I'm not embarrassed. Whatever. I don't get embarrassed. You can't humiliate me. You can't cancel me. So move on.
Yeah, I've been saying for the longest is Chantal, she's got a humiliation degradation fetish. So she does get humiliated and degraded. It's just that she might process it a different way. Whereas other people might feel bad from being humiliated. I think it actually turns her on. And I know that's kind of adult conversation, but I'm just giving my honest thoughts. I think it does something different to Chantal than it might for other people. But you're right, like in the normal sense, you cannot humiliate or degrade her. Why? Because she has made it a business to humiliate and degrade herself and make money off of it. So, I mean, there's no shame in her well of shame. It's just that thing is empty. She has no remorse, no regret, no shame. And that's why she's able to do some of the things that she does and not feel bad about it. Okay. Okay, this is from Off Red. Off Red says, this man opens doors for me. The car door. Every time we go somewhere, I've never had to open a car door, madam. So this is from one of the couple vlogs. This is Chantal getting into the car. Salah's in the driver's seat, and she's having to get into the car herself. Salah is not opening the door for her. That's what I love about the internet. That's what I love about the archive channels, the clip channels, Twitter. Y'all don't let her forget nothing, do you? Like, she says something like that, and we are very happy to prove how wrong she is. I love it. Y'all keeping the facts straight because God knows Chantal isn't. There's your proof, Chantal, right there. Salah's not opening the door for you. The same way he didn't help you, jump off of curbs and all of that. Like, he's not quite the gentleman that you painted him out to be. We always knew there was something going on with Salah. Okay, now this is a great clip, courtesy of Lalila saying, and she still hasn't lost any weight. This is an old clip. Remember her saying that Salah was happy with her at her weight? Well, funny how things resurface in times like this. Let's watch.
You have to lose some weight.
Yeah, but we'll come up with a. No, guys, I really need to lose weight because
she was so embarrassed when he said that about her in a live stream. He said, you have to lose some weight. So if he were happy with you at your current weight, why was he telling you in the beginning to lose weight? And then he said later, you have to lose 200 pounds. Chantal, that's a lot of weight. He didn't say to you, you have to lose about 10, 15 pounds. He said 200. So I guess he wasn't happy with you at the weight you were at during this clip. And that was what, close to a year ago? And you've gained a lot of weight since then. Strangely enough, when he said you have to lose 200 pounds, you actually gained almost that much in the time that you were in Kuwait. You've gained over 100 pounds. So, if he did not like you at the weight you were at and telling you to lose 200 and you gain over 100 more, he's certainly not going to be happy with you. And he's going to be going to the red room a lot more. Although I will say this to you, Salah, listen. You want to go to the red room? You better make some trips there soon, bro, because as soon as she gets back to Kuwait, it's over. You're a hostage in the house. She will not let you out. She's going to take your phone. You will not even be going to the bathroom by yourself. She's going to take all the doors off the hinges. No privacy. You better enjoy your freedom while you got it, because when she gets back, you're not going to have any. And I don't feel sorry for you, because you could have stopped this a long time ago, but you got lazy and greedy, and now you're both stuck in a rut with each other. And I love that the moves. Okay, this is from Katie. Rianne says, well, you don't see a Muslim hijabi walking in a weed shop every day, especially not in Cornwall. If you still want to do haram things, then you need to learn to do these things more discreet. Yeah, so I guess the big deal with Chantal right now is there's some talk about Frenchie was talking to the dispensaries. But Chantal, if you are wanting to be discreet, going any place, whether it's a regular shop, well, it's a green shop, like you're kind of unique, like you're over there pretending to be a Muslim woman, and dressed as a Muslim woman, you're going to walk in a dispensary. That's not something you see every day. You're purposely making yourself stand out amongst everybody else. It's so weird. Like, you are so worried about people recognizing you and approaching you. At the same time, you make yourself stand out by just making yourself known, You're not even dressing in normal street clothes and going into a dispensary. You're going to go in dressed as a Muslim woman and want some green. That's going to make somebody remember you, Okay, this is from Judge Judy. Foodie Beauty leaving reviews for the dispensary. Girl, you're big mad, aren't you? Prove who ratted you out before you name and shame a bit. Okay, so Chantal left a review on that dispensary. She says, I shopped here and I'm a public figure. And one of the employees, I think, and she gives a name, invaded my privacy and told you haters I shop there. First of all, you're not a public figure. Okay. And if you're going to pass along slander, if you're going to accuse somebody of something, you better have all your ducks in a row. You can't just say, I think it was her. That's not going to hold any weight, Chantal. You can't leave a review like that and accuse somebody of something without proof. If you don't have the proof, don't make the allegation, even in a review. She's trying to make it seem like she's some big influencer. I'm a public figure. No, you're not. No one off YouTube knows who you are. Nobody cares to know who you are. You've been in Canada for 2 weeks and you are desperate for someone to recognize you, to walk up to you and take your picture and get your autograph. And it hasn't happened yet. And you're about to go back to Kuwait. And when you go back to Kuwait, nobody is really going to care about you over there, because you're going to be in the house all day. No one's going to talk to you. Let's see. Florida Salt and Sass says, LMAO, what deadbeat VIB thinks recreational green shopping in Canada is a U.S. HIPAA violation. Yeah, because, hey, Canada has their own way of doing things. We got our own way of doing things. I'm dying. This is her crew, man. I know. Hey, research on Canada laws and regulations and stuff before you start saying things like that, VIBs. Katie says, just like with Natter, you can always tell when her and Salah have been fighting because she takes it out on the audience. Well, I think that's irritation towards Frenchie. She's always irritated at Frenchie. I think that's irritation at Salah. And there might be a chance, again, that she's doing party favors. And because she's been doing them too much, and certain ones, that could be an explanation about why her mood is so nasty. When she first came back from Kuwait to Canada, when she was doing a, huffing, she said, oh, it's because the air is dry and my nose is dry. And we had our doubts, although I live in Oregon, and when I walk outside, my nose starts running and all that because I'm not used to weather here yet. So like it's been some time, like she's been back in Canada for more than a minute, and she's still doing like her nose is just out of whack. So is it the weather, Chantal, or is it something else? I think it might be something else. Just based on your attitude alone, I think that you've been partaking of things other than green. The change in attitude and the irritability is always a dead giveaway. Okay, so we're done here on Twitter. And before we get into the video, y'all, I have an exclusive for you. I do. I have an exclusive. So remember that microphone that somebody somewhere put too close to Salah's toilet? I got a little sound clip. We got an exclusive here. A little sound clip of things going on over there at the Oceanside Villa. Y'all want to hear it? Because I don't think I've heard it yet. But I'm hoping that the microphone is further away from the toilet. So let's listen. Oh my God. Happy birthday. Well, listen, draw your own conclusions. We don't have video to go with the audio, but I've heard enough. What's going on, Salah? Like, are you been, eating the fast food over there? What's up? Farts and dog barking. I can't. I can't. Oh, I can't. I'm having too much fun on my birthday. I'm feeling like a big old. I'm feeling very mischievous tonight. All right, so let's go. I'm in a mischievous mood on my birthday. Yes, darlings. Okay, let's go over to the live. We're having too much fun. We're gonna have fun tonight. It's my birthday. I said so. We're gonna have fun. All right. Regarding this live, Chantal, she changed the title. The first title of this live was I smoke bud, so what? She changed it to Yup, I do, and what? Why didn't you keep the original title, Chantal? Why do you do that? You rage out, you make a title, then you make another title. What's with that? You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's not dispute the title. Let's just get into the review because it's going to be a while. I told y'all, like, get a snack, get something to drink. We're going to be here a while. I already know that. But let's see what the ragey one has to say for herself.
There we go. Ah. Oh, God, I look bad. I have no makeup. Hello, Turbo. What's up? I made it members only, so there might not be very many chatters. Christina, hi. Mimi. No, I'm not getting stoned now. I'm driving, but yes, I see that FF Goblin, a.k.a. Slimer, a.k.a. jealous of my life to the max. Fucking stalker loser. Hi, Gemini.
You know, Frenchie just completed her live, reviewing this exact same live stream. She had close to 7,000 people in her live stream. Chantal, when was the last time you had 7,000 people in your live? Where's your 7,000 people in your live, Chantal? Forget your husband. Where's your 7,000 subscribers in your live chat, girl? She insists that everybody is jealous of her, but I have yet to hear anything about Chantal in her life that would make anybody jealous. She can't even say, I have really, really good health. I'm in better health than everybody else. 90% hotter than the rest of us, but we're 100% healthier than you. Chantal, and I will take health over looks any day.
Keep me on Washburn. Welcome to very important bees. She thinks she has this big revelation. Imagine being so fucking obsessed with somebody and have no life. Like, this is no life, no man energy completely. Coming to my hometown to go to dispensaries or find out, interrogate dispensaries to see if I'm smoking weed. Imagine. So, yes, I do smoke. All right? I get weed products. In Thailand.
Okay, just to give you guys a heads up, this is a good one because I don't know exactly what's going on with Chantal. There could be like a multitude of things all mixed together, but this is a great stream for reacting to because throughout the entire thing, Chantal tells on herself. That's what we love about her. She lies, but then she tells on herself. We love that about you, Chantal. Never change that part of you. But she does that all through this live stream. She tells on herself. She's telling on herself right now. And she's about to tell everybody that she's not stopped smoking. She was doing it in Thailand, although we knew that because the places that she showed in the couple vlogs, she would show the places to eat, like, say, the poutine place, which was right next to a dispensary. And the way she was behaving, we knew something was up. So she's about to confess that she's been smoking the green a lot. Keep going, though, girl. Tell them all about it.
And in Canada, where it's legal, I will smoke weed. I'm still struggling with giving it up fully. And if I say no when people ask me or I'm avoidant, it's on purpose because it's none of your fucking business.
But I love how she says it's none of our business, but yet she makes a point to make it our business by talking about it in a live stream. We talk about things that she puts on her live stream. That's the topic of our conversations. That's the topic of our reacts. If she kept her private life truly private and we didn't know anything, there's nothing for us to talk about. It's not on the table. But once you put something on the table, Chantal, it's there. It's in everybody's face. We're going to talk about it. And you put a lot of stuff on the table over the last, 5 or 6 years? And we're going to talk about all of it. And even though you try to rewrite history, we're not going to let you get away with that. You know, the universe, it's all about balance. There's got to be a balance to things. For light, there is darkness. For daytime, there is evening, etc., etc., etc. So why I'm bringing that up is Chantal's over here on the toxic side of YouTube, spewing her lies out on people, doing her manipulation, doing her scamming and her conning and all of that. And the other side of that scale is people who call her out on her lies, not letting her get away with it. Isn't it appropriate that an extreme liar, the counterbalance to that scale is, say, someone like FFG that calls her out, sees right through her and isn't afraid to say so? Like, the universe always has a way of balancing things out. Extreme light, extreme darkness, extreme liar, extreme truth teller. You know what I mean? It's just, YouTube is Chantal's personal hall of mirrors. The reactors and the audience, we all function as a hall of mirrors that she can't get away from because there's just too many mirrors. Like, everywhere she looks, there's a mirror reflecting herself back to herself. And she doesn't like what she sees, and that's when she rages the most. So yeah, she's raging tonight, and I'm here for it. It's my birthday. Give me a birthday gift. I don't have any cake, but karma is sweet. I'll gladly eat a slice of karma. It tastes good, and there's no calories.
So to make it your business on purpose is pathetic. Like, if that's what you've resorted to content, oh my God. This is why I don't want to come back here, because this bitch needs a restraining order. She's fucking crazy. She's insane. She's a lunatic. Like, how do you think that's content? we're gonna like interrogate this person's life over and over if they smoke weed or not. Bitch, you're not a Muslim. You're a fat, miserable piece of shit who has no life, and you have no right to tell another person, Muslim or not, if they're a good Muslim just because they smoke weed. So suck it and rotate on it. It's the only fucking action you're gonna get. So yes, I have some plant products here. Jealous? And so, by the way, if you're watching the fucking bitch from One Plant, you're a friggin' bitch too, because I remember going in and she's like, "Are you a YouTuber?" Another one that looks like Slimer, and I'm like, Crystal, let's bees. Thank you. Ready to bees. Rebees. So I'm like, yeah. And she's like, don't worry. I'm like, I know I'm not. I'm like, whatever. Like, you know, she's like, don't.
You know, why do I have a feeling that wherever Chantal goes, at any given opportunity, she tells people that she's a YouTuber? Like, I remember a while ago when she went to that hotel and she was talking to Natter still. Like, she made a big deal about the hotel, like telling the hotel staff that she was a YouTuber. She just strikes me as that kind of person that, because she's wrapped so much into her YouTube persona, that anybody that will listen, anybody that has ears, they're going to hear about her YouTube channel and how many subscribers she has. She doesn't strike me as the kind of person that would keep her mouth shut about that. She used it for bragging rights. More than likely, Chantal, you probably walked up in there and announced that you were a YouTuber and you had a big channel. Maybe you were hoping for some kind of discount or free products, you know, like, or them to sponsor you or something. I mean, I think that's more the story. That they didn't ask you who you were. You basically announced who you were.
Don't worry. I won't tell anybody you're in here. Yeah, sure. I don't care anyway. I don't care. You can't get this through your thick brain, okay? Maybe you should get an ear cleaner for merch. I don't care. You can't expose me. I expose myself all the time. Here's a bag of cannabis. That's between me and God. Whatever. You're not Muslim.
So she's right. Chantal is completely correct that she exposes herself all the time in certain ways, in ways that really we shouldn't be witnessing. When she says she exposes herself, she is not kidding. She is dead serious. We've seen parts of Chantal that honestly we should not have seen. Okay. Back in the day, we saw like every part of her body. She loved to get on her channel and flash her private parts, her boobs. She would come on camera in just a sports bra or negligee. I mean, she was letting it all hang out. And YouTube was letting her get away with it. So she exposes herself that way. But strangely enough, for all of the skin that Chantal has exposed, for all of the vulgarity that she's exposed us to, isn't it strange and isn't it funny how when it comes to her lies, that's the part of her that she does not want exposed. Like, that bothers her the most. It doesn't bother her at all to expose her private parts or her physical body, but expose the lies, and she loses it. She absolutely loses her mind. So listen, I'm not in FFG's business, don't want to be, but I don't know what happened with FFG, but she's just raging about Frenchie, I guess, calling a dispensary or talking to somebody. I don't know. But on that note, even if Frenchie went into 100 dispensaries that Chantal went into, first of all, it's Canada. Everybody's free to go where they like, to travel where they like. Chantal would make a point to go to the Orange Julep, okay, that's not in Ottawa, and go to Montreal. Why can't Frenchie go to a dispensary in Cornwall if she wants to? Like, you can go where you want in Canada, Chantal, so can she. You can't tell her what to do. You can't tell her where to travel. You can't dictate to people where they go and who they talk to. I think she's getting mad here because if there's one thing that'll make her mad, it's when she thinks she's in control or she tries to be in control. She tries to control people. She likes to control the narrative. And when there's somebody outside that circle that she has not paid off, that she has not blackmailed or threatened or influenced, somebody outside her circle of control, that they say something, they go off script, or they're not part of the script, and they reveal some information, that's when she snaps. Y'all remember how when FFG got BBJ, and then she took her to the vet, and the vet did all of the tests and examinations, and FFG came to the table with documentation of everything that was wrong with that poor baby. Chantal lost her mind because there was proof positive that BBJ was not in good health. You can't deny it. It's right there in black and white. She had a meltdown over finding out that FFG and her family had BBJ, and then she melted down again when the paperwork came out, and all the things that were wrong with BBJ were right there, and it proved what a neglectful owner she had been for so long. And we're having a bit of a mini meltdown here, and you can always tell when you're getting close to a certain truth because she snaps that much more. Whenever people get too close to the truth, that's when a narcissist will just absolutely lose it.
You're not religious. You're not a moral person, so you can stuff it and eat shit. How about that? She looks like Slimer. You ever see Slimer from the Ghostbusters? Ugh. I don't know. I don't know. I know. Highborn villain. Who?
Chantal, listen, I'm not a mean person, but the fact that you come on YouTube and you're always yelling and screaming about fat shaming and fat bullying, you're looking at another woman and calling her names. You're being insulting to her. But yet nobody's allowed to say anything about your appearance at all. You know, like what if she came back at you and said you look like the Michelin Man or the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man or something like that? I mean, like, hey, if you're gonna sit there and sling the mud, you know, expect something to come back at you, and don't get mad if it hits you in the eye. You know?
Who did I miss? Alice. Let's get hi. Hi, Tracy. That's okay. It's not bad for you. Well, it's that escalated quickly because someone's like, oh, she's going to dispensaries to ask about it. Like what? Oh yeah, I'm a rage. I rage, right? She's the one who sits there on her live stream raging every every day for hours about my life, about whether she's doing a whole live stream about whether or not I smoke weed. So who's raging?
By the way, VIBs, take a good look at this one right here, right now. This is the real one. This is the real Chantal, not the wannabe pious, I'm so good, I'm so soft-voiced Chantal that you saw in Kuwait. Oh, no, no, no. No, that was part of her disguise. This is a wolf in sheep's clothing. She's in Canada still. And trust me, she's loving this. Are you kidding me? This is what she likes to do. She wants to get online and rage. She wants to complain about people. She wants to be nasty. It's right in her wheelhouse. For all of you newbies that maybe you just came into the game late and sat down on the bleachers and you just got to know Chantal from her time in Kuwait with Salah, and she was acting very soft-voiced, and I'm with my husband and I love him so much and we have a great marriage and I'm trying to get my life together. This is the real one. This is a piece of the real one. Those of you that are VIBs that are wondering, why are all you reactors just, you're picking on Chantal? Like, what's wrong with you? There you go. There you go. This ragey creature, we've known about her for years. The nastiness, the vulgarity, the foul mouth, her doing chemicals. This is the one that we came to know. We know all about her history. We know all about her personality. We know who she is deep down inside. This is a real one here. And she is more alive in this moment than she ever was in Kuwait. You can look at her and tell. Like she is in her natural element. Back in Kuwait, she was just pretending to be something she wasn't, and she was miserable. Even before this whole thing with Salah happened, she said that he and her were having issues. And now she's back in Canada, and we know what we know about Salah. Do you think it's going to get any better when she goes back? They were having problems before she left. Then he got exposed for being a disgusting cheater. The tension in that house is going to be insane. Absolutely insane. It's going to lead to fights. It's going to lead to more insecurity, more jealousy, more hostility. It's going to be nuts. Nuts. But she's still in Canada. And because she's in Canada, she can say what she likes. And she's taken the full opportunity to get all of this anger that she feels for the reaction channels, for FFG, for her life, for Salah off her chest before she has to go back. Because once she gets back in Kuwait, she's got to mind her manners and mind her tongue.
Keep your $2 and give it to her. Thank you. God, it's so stupid. Like, what the fuck? This is the last stupid shit I'm addressing, because once I'm gone, you're all gonna have fuck all, and I can't wait. I can't wait for you to be out of my life, out of my country. Like, I'm gone. See you, and I don't have to come back ever this time. I don't have to travel. I don't have to do anything. So that's it. I'm gone forever. God made Bud, so fuck him. Yeah. Ready to repeat. Exactly.
You know what, Chantal, you're saying that when you go back to Kuwait that we're going to have nothing to react to? I disagree. I think there's going to be stuff to react to. I'm not talking about your mukbangs. I think you and Salah, I mean, you don't have to do the tarot cards. You don't have to be a psychic to know when a car is headed for a crash. If you're looking at that car and you see it has all kinds of problems, the engine is all messed up, the tires are about ready to blow out, you know it's only a matter of time before there's a crash. If it ain't running right when you get in, it ain't gonna run right when you get on the highway. You're headed for a crash in more than one way. Your health is bad. Your pretend marriage is bad. The whole illusion of he's so happy with me, he loves me so much, that's gone. Can't sell that to people anymore. What's left? There's nothing left. You're literally running back to Kuwait, in my opinion, because you don't have the money to make a new life in Canada. It's cheaper for you to go back than to plunk down some money for your own apartment, because if you plunk down money for an apartment, you can't go back to Kuwait. You just don't have the money like you used to. And you're going to be all alone in Canada. Although Pete would love to move in with you, he really can't. You can't borrow off his credit or his cash anymore. You're stuck. You made things that way, so you are absolutely stuck. So you're grabbing on to the one thing you still got left, but mama, you don't even have that anymore. Everybody knows he doesn't want you. He's stuck with you and you're stuck with him, and so you're going back to claim the last little bit of what you feel belongs to you, although it doesn't.
It's insane to check dispensaries. Her fuck, she thinks she has a one-up. It makes you look crazy. How are you one-upping me when you look like a psycho? The bud tender confirmed Foodie Beauty's been smoking haram. You're not even Muslim. You're Islamophobic. You're a fat, wasteless, you're a waste of oxygen. You're a dog killer and you're a piece of shit. So you need to get the fuck out of my life before.
Ma'am, please do not call FFG a dog killer ever again. A, because it's not true. B, because you were over there doing some very morbid talk about what you wanted to do to little BBJ. As a matter of fact, you tried to make it happen. You starved that baby. You denied her medical care. Just trying to make it happen. You malicious witch. Don't try to paint a picture about somebody else being horrible to animals when you've been horrible to 4 animals. There might be more that we don't know about in your past. Who knows what happened in your past? Chantal, this whole thing that you have with getting one up on Frenchie or winning over Frenchie, let me just save you the time and the trouble. That battle was lost a long time ago. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. the more you try to win over Frenchie, the more she wins over you. It's not a matter of winning or losing anymore. It's a matter of how much do you want to lose? How much can you lose before you hit absolute rock bottom and you can't get back up? The more you try to hurt her, the more you hurt yourself. Don't you understand that? Does it not get through that thick head of yours? You're so busy trying to get one over on people or sell us a lie that you keep hurting yourself. Instead of a boomerang, you toss out a pooperang. You toss crap out into the universe and crap comes back to you. That's how it works. Whatever you toss out into the universe, you get back. And all you keep doing is making bad choices and bad decisions. So when you throw it out there, it comes back and it hits you in the face, metaphorically speaking. And until you start making good choices, nothing good will happen. I mean, it's so simple to understand. But keep raging against FFG. Keep raging. I love the fact that everything you try to do to her, it just bounces back to you.
Or do put a restraining order on your flat, stupid SpongeBob ass, bitch, okay? Thank you. Stay away from me. No, she's a stalker, like legit. Yeah, Tracy. FF Goblin. Like, what the fuck? I'm glad you're smoking weed. Yeah, and no, I don't want to tell anybody.
You know, Chantal wishes so desperately that she had a stalker. She wants to be able to say that she's so important that she's got some kind of a stalker. People are just hiding in the bushes, you know. People are hiding in the bushes, waiting to take a picture. They're waiting in the rain. They're waiting in the cold. They're waiting in the snow to take a picture of Chantal. The ego on this one. Good Lord. Chantal, nobody's stalking you. And I find it so interesting that you use the word stalker. When you stalk the reaction channels, especially FFG, you are her stalker. You watch her live streams. You lurk. Yes, you do. You lurk. You watch her live streams. You and Salah. And then you get mad or pretend to get mad. And then you go onto your channel and you talk about what she just talked about. So who's the stalker? I react to your live streams. I'm reacting to it now. I don't see her name in there. I don't see any of the reaction channels in your chat. I see just straight VIBs. We leave you alone that way. But you'll come into our live chats. You'll get into our comment sections. You'll go on to Twitter. For someone who does so much stalking, you have the nerve to use the word stalker.
I'm smoking weed, you know, because like it's no one's business, really. What I do in my personal life is not your business. So to go digging for it, really? Like, oh my God, do you want, oh, never mind.
That's your problem, though. You don't have a personal life. You really don't. Everything is up for grabs as far as making content. You revealed so much to us that really you should have kept to yourself. We've heard about so many things, even STDs, having STDs and giving. We've heard so many TMI things with Chantal that really should have been kept off the table, but she put on there because she was desperate for anything to talk about for an hour or two. And you really can't call it a personal life, Chantal, when you've come on camera numerous times, high as balls, high out of your mind, zooted, even in Thailand, zooted. And then when people in chat called you out for it, like, hey, your pupils are blasted, you're looking kind of hamburger-eyed, you would just giggle because you knew the audience knew. You just didn't want to say it out loud. But if you didn't want anybody to know that you were doing that stuff, wouldn't you like be more discreet and keep it off camera to where no one would know? Yeah, you do that. But I think in a way you wanted people to know about those things. As a matter of fact, since you've been back in Canada, we know just by the way you behave when you're a little bit on the altered side. And considering how you're acting in this live stream, yeah, I'll bet dimes and donuts that maybe you've been doing some party favors and you're crashing and you got that nattitude going on, yeah, I'll put a bet on that any day.
So pathetic. So here you go. Here you go. And no, I don't have wheelchairs. Look at this. I have gummies, but they're not like high. I don't need the high ones. This is the first time buying them there, actually. You know what? You know what? FF Goblin, they can look up my entire purchase history if you want. I've been there a couple times. I have some sativa.
Like, she keeps telling on herself. My entire purchase history. Chantal, do you understand how much you just revealed there? You're basically saying, I've been there a lot. I have bought a lot. Anybody catch that? She's basically confessing to buy a lot of stuff there. I love it. It's just a great birthday gift. Chantal telling on herself. You know, like stupid idiot edition.
Yeah, it's legal here. So you're not God. You're not the morality police. You're just a piece of shit on the internet. Exactly. And like, I don't know where you come off. Like,
and you're a piece of crap on and off the internet. How about that? Like them apples?
Like, get a life. So I just thought I would come on here. No, it wasn't Cottonmouth. That was actually toothpaste pasties. So I usually just do it like in the evening, whatever, you know? So
okay, a little sidebar note. I reacted to that video where she talked about the pasty mouth and she said that she brushed her teeth and she still had kind of a bad breath. It got me thinking. Just a little tiny sidebar note here. If you brush your teeth and you still have nasty, rotten breath, it could be an indication you got a nasty, nasty cavity, Chantal. Like one of your teeth is really, really rotted, at which point you should go to the dentist and have it pulled out. Because if you're brushing and you're brushing and you're brushing and you got a nasty, rotted tooth, it can make your breath smell bad.
I don't even really get pasties anymore when I smoke at all, really. So, yeah, I'm just coming on here to say womp womp for your stupid fucking live stream because no one gives a shit. Like, you're the only psychotic person, you and your dumb audience with no fucking brain cells, who give a shit if someone smokes weed. Like, really, who cares? So I'm here to admit it, and I don't care if you, like, whatever. What am I going to care? You're not God. Like, who's going to judge me? Oh, no, FF Goblin is judging me on morality.
If you didn't care, then why are you raging so much? Because if you don't care about something, you don't care. It doesn't bother you. You don't pay attention to it. But the fact that you pay so much attention to it proves you care very much for some reason.
Please, please. She's psycho, Tracy. High energy egg. Like, you think these same people will sit there for fucking hours, like, analyzing an 8-minute video on nothing? She'll get mad because there's not enough snow on the ground. You need psychological help, not me. You're the fucking psycho, not me. Like, I'm not stalking people going to dispensaries or asking, yeah, has this YouTuber been in your dispensary? Because she's Muslim. Like, who the fuck are you? You're nothing. Oh my God, me. They're friggin' retarded. I can't stand them. Like, seriously.
There she goes using a word that really she shouldn't be using, the R word.
I've never, ever, ever, ever in my life seen people so demented. Like, I can't get over that. Teardrop, I miss you. Hi.
This is so weird to me. She's sitting there, she's angry. She's really, really mad. And then, like, clap on a dime. She's like, hi, Teardrop. Does it strike anybody else as weird that she's enraged? She's got like a red eye rage or something going on, and like in a half second, she'll stop and like, hi, and then back to raging. What? I mean, when you're mad, you're mad. When you're really, really mad, when you're honest mad, you're in a rage and you can't flip back and forth through your emotions that fast unless there's something going on. And she can do it. I've seen her do it. Which makes me wonder, like, are you really mad, Chantal, or are you just putting this on for the camera because you want those extra views?
Why should her mom care? Why would my mom care? Like, I'm 40 years old. 40. Not
That's debatable, but keep going.
4, not 14. I'm 40.
Yeah, acting like a 16-year-old.
Like, my mom can't.
No offense to any 16-year-olds out there. I'm sure there are 16-year-olds that act much more mature and with more sense than Chantal.
Tell me what to do anymore. I can smoke weed if I want. It's fucking legal here. Hello? I don't smoke weed at my mom's place. You don't know where I smoke weed, so don't worry about it. And I'm allowed to smoke outside if I want to. Yeah. Like, she has a porch.
Okay, another little sidebar note. Chantal's vision has been really, really bad. Honestly, she should be wearing glasses. She's been in Canada for over 2 weeks. She mentioned going to the eye doctors. I don't know why she didn't get glasses. She could have gotten glasses right then and there to wear. But one thing I know about having bad vision, because I've got it myself, I wear my readers. But if she's got bad vision, she shouldn't be driving. Like, I go outside and I don't know where her vision is as far as how she can see, but I have a hard time with anything at night. And she is behind the wheel of a vehicle driving with bad vision, with bad health problems. Now she's confessing to us that she's doing edibles and so forth. Chantal, I hope that when you do the green products, that you're not driving anywhere, because that's really, really stupid and really, really dangerous. Being intoxicated at the same time you're having vision problems. I hope that for your sake and for everybody else's sake, that when you partake of these products that you are stationary. Honestly, you shouldn't be driving anyway because of your vision, especially at night.
You know, and I haven't stayed with my mom's the whole time, so no. Hi, Kelly. I'm telling on you. Yeah, really. Anyway, I'm going to call Gorlick's mom and tell on him. He's using the internet. They also track someone who went to high school with you and that doesn't remember you, and they're going to show her what you do just to make fun of how you. Please, I would be more embarrassed to be her. Like, imagine doing that. And it's probably not even true. And the person doesn't even remember me. So what? Now they're going to watch me. Thank you for the extra viewer. Thanks. That's what I've come to realize. Like, I don't care if you do this. I'm just pointing out how ridiculous you look. And honestly, thanks for the extra clout, because I was talking with like Pete and he said that he follows like a comic writer and somebody who does comics, and they even follow me, and he was like, they were talking about my drama and he was so surprised. So thank you for the clout, because even the negative attention brings me more.
Why would a comic book writer be interested in Chantal? Something tells me that's a made-up story.
Or everything. So thank you. Did the orange chin lip go real life again? Applebee's, yes. Absolutely, as usual. Yeah. Like, imagine like spending your time interrogating like dispensaries if I smoke or not. Here's my bag of weed. Like, whatever, who cares? What's the big deal? Like, you know. Anyway, all publicity is good. Yeah, that's true, actually. Thank you. I hope I get 100,000 plaques soon, something you'll never get, and you won't ever have a can.
Is that what this is all for? When she said that part of, I want to get 100,000 K. Now, we all know that Chantal's been buying subs. I showed you guys proof. I showed you guys her social blade before. Like, in 1 month, she bought almost 1,000 subs. She really, really wants that 100K plaque. But as I've mentioned before, I don't think she's going to get it. Because when YouTube, before they issue the plaque, they will audit your channel. And they will check to make sure that all of your subs are organic, that they're not bought. They will take out, I guess, the dead accounts. And there's a lot of dead accounts associated with her number. She's not going to get that 100K plaque. But even if you got it, Chantal, which I seriously doubt that you will, where are you going to hang that plaque? Back in Kuwait? You know, girl, you're not going to be there that long. Considering the tension that you and Salah are going to have between the two of you, things are going to break down rather quickly. You really shouldn't be worrying about something you can hang on your wall. You have much more pressing issues, your health being number one. But you're not focusing on your health. You're focusing on, I want to hit 100K. What good is that 100K going to be if you're in the hospital? Because your blood sugar has gone up into like the 400 or 500s, girl. Get your priorities right.
Cameo. You always have to live in my fucking dust. So have fun. You always will have to try to look for interrogating things in my life. And once I'm in Kuwait, you're not going to have shit to interrogate, buddy. So suck it. She used to take a depression nap? Yeah, like nope, nobody, you can't have a life and do these things. It's so stupid. You're only telling us because you're busted. Well, yeah, why should I tell you anything? Why do I owe you that information? You know, like, who cares? I don't have to tell you shit. If I...
You know where people have the most issue with the fact that Chantal lies? Like, she's been trying to sell us this great big multi-package lie for the longest. Like, the spin that she's trying to put on things, and that she's been trying to put on things, is she was in Canada and she messed her life up. And she was heavily into chemicals, but once she met Salah, the love of her life, her husband, she wanted to go to Kuwait and fix herself to get away from the chemicals. Picked up a whole different life. You know, like, she took the Shahada, she became a Muslim woman, she feels closer to Allah, she's got her companion. Basically, she wanted to settle down and correct her old ways. Nothing has changed here. Nothing about her has changed except that she's gotten worse. Nobody's asking for perfection with Chantal. Perfect is something you find in a photoshopped picture or a magazine in an ad, but it's not something you find in a person. It's something that advertisers use to sell products, but it's not really obtainable. I mean, so she tries to use that as a defense. Nobody's perfect. He's not perfect. I'm not a perfect Muslim. Nobody's asking you to be. But what you could be is honest with yourself about who you are and what you want, and find your own identity versus trying to borrow off of somebody else's identity. Just becoming a different person altogether. There's a lack of authenticity and genuine sincerity in all of this, and that's what people find unappealing.
Don't want to tell you I'm smoking weed? I don't have to fucking do it.
And another thing about the chemicals. That's one part of that story. She tried to say, oh yeah, I did all these chemicals in Canada, and I was just going, you know, like, just out there with all of it. But once I moved to Kuwait, I didn't want to do it anymore. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm getting my life together. Yet, put her back in Canada for a week or 2 weeks, she loses complete control. She goes straight for her temptations, which is why she needs inpatience. She's impulsive. She has no self-control. She needs someone else to take the driver's seat and drive the car. She gets behind the wheel and she crashes each and every time. She's now admitting, yeah, since I've been back in Canada, I'm indulging. But we knew you were. And things would have been so much simpler if you just admitted it, versus trying to sell everybody a great big package lie.
It's not your right to go and try and find out. And yeah, if you, like, before she reveals it, so what? I smoke weed. What's the deal? Womp womp. End of story. What's the big deal? She's going to judge me now on being a good Muslim when she's a piece of vile shit? Please. Please. I know a lot of Muslims actually that still smoke. Like, you know, like, for me, I've been going through a lot of shit and I can't stand fucking being here unless I'm high. So I get
You can't stand being in Canada. Why? Didn't you try to tell us that you were happy to be back in Canada? You were happy to visit your family again, spend time with them, be back in your home country. That's what you told us. That you missed Canada. While you were in Kuwait, you said you missed Canada. Now that you're back in Canada, now you're saying you're hating it. Why do you hate it? Why is it, Chantal, that no matter where you go, you have the worst time? You lived in Canada, beautiful country, great people. Then you went to Cuba. You didn't have a good time there either. Then you went to Kuwait. You were miserable there. Went to Thailand, miserable. 4 different places, different people in each. Each place was the same. You were miserable. Could it be that the common denominator is you? That no matter where you go in the world, you're going to be unhappy until you fix yourself? Do you think that might be it? You can't blame it on one specific country or people there. Not when you've been to several places and not a single one has made you happy. You're not happy when you're broke. You're not happy when you have money. You're not happy being alone. But yet when you get with a guy, you're not happy with that guy for very long. It seems like nothing makes you happy. Nothing at all.
I smoke weed. Oh, well. Yeah, I know, right, Teardrop? Lizzie. Hey, girl, Happy New Year. She's so creepy and weird. She wants to wear your skin. It's so pathetic. I have to do something about her. She's fucking insane. Thank you, Lizzie. Thank you so much for the super chat and the Happy New Year. I appreciate it. Weed is a nothing burger, I know. She's the worst who does this. Psychotic idiots like her. Literally. Like, I can't. Anyways, psycho, stalker, pathological liar. Because if you analyze, I should do a video. You analyze all the lies she tells. It's pathological. It's insane.
Everything you just said applies to you. Every single thing. Weren't you the same woman that when you were with Natter, you were going to his house in a rage, trying the doorknob, peeping through the window? That was you doing all that nonsense. You acted pretty effed up when you were with Natter, yet you're going to call somebody else names?
I'm not pro-weed person, but it can help with chronic pain and other. I'm not pro-weed either in a way. Like, I don't want to smoke, really. I want to stop. So when I get to Kuwait, like, I don't even really think of it when I'm in Kuwait, honestly. Like, if I really want to...
Liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. She was thinking about it in Kuwait. And just, she could not get the edibles and stuff in Kuwait. So she had to do something. So she went wild with the shisha, although that's just tobacco. Still, it was something to smoke. Always got to be sticking something in your mouth.
Something I have shisha, or it's not the same environment. Like here, yeah, there's dispensaries everywhere. I'm just
So what are you trying to do? Are you trying to blame it on Canada? The fact that you're back in Canada and it's Canada's fault that you're partaking in all your temptations? It's not Canada's fault. Stop trying to blame it on the country. It's because you have no self-control. If you had self-control, no matter where you went in the world, you would be able to resist. But the fact that you were in Kuwait for about a year and then you just got home and you haven't been home that long and you've been indulging in everything since the moment you got off the plane. And we said that would happen. I knew it would happen. I said so. I was one of the people who said so. When you have different obsessions and addictions and you don't have any coping skills or coping mechanisms, you've not been to therapy, you're going to go back to the things that you really shouldn't be doing. It's just going to happen. But don't try to blame shift here, Chantal, and say it's everybody else's fault. It's Canada's fault. Look at me. I'm surrounded by all these temptations. I can't resist. I'm not to blame. Yes, you are. Because all this time you've had the money and the resources to fix yourself in every way. You never did. Never. So if you don't learn coping skills and coping mechanisms, the habits are never going to change. You don't change your lifestyle, the habits are not going to change. They're going to be forever there. Don't blame anybody else but yourself.
Pressed and, you know, dealing with a lot of shit here. And it helps keep me a bit sane, honestly. So
okay, I think, listen, you know what this sounds like to me? It sounds like she is absolutely setting up that when she goes back to Kuwait, if she decides to indulge in anything and act erratically, like she's already got her fallback plan of, you guys know what I'm going through. You guys know what I'm going through with Salah. That's why I'm eating all this food. That's why I'm doing this and that. She's already found her escape. She's already found her back door. That way, if she does anything that she's not supposed to, the Beezers will excuse it. Oh, we get it, Chantal. It's okay. We know how it is, girl. You're depressed. We know what happened with him, so it's okay. When it won't be okay. She's tugging on people's heartstrings right now and setting up that if she has a little moment where she has a B moment and she's high off her rocker on something, the Beezers will forgive her. And they'll say, we get it. We get it. We know what happened with Salah. You're just depressed right now. And it's okay. We get it. You're depressed. It's okay to do this. No, it's not. It's absolutely not. It's not okay. But she's going to make it seem like it's okay, and they will accept it.
Whatever. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Like I said, that's between, if I'm such a bad Muslim, that's between me and God, not fucking goblin face. I'm glad you come live. It's so gloomy here. Really, Tracy? I don't think I'm gonna be long because I have a lot of things. Like, I was like in the middle of doing stuff. Anyway, the secondhand embarrassment. She hustles her audience. It's so sad existence. The secondhand embarrassment I have from the thought of her calling around dispensaries. Yeah, I don't know. Some loser. The woman that works there, I'm pretty sure her name is Sharon Murpaugh, and she was like a huge bully in school. I remember her. Anyway, she was the one. She's like, oh, I won't tell anybody. Yeah, right. Fuck, I could. Like, I hate this town. I hate it. I hate the people. I hate a lot of the people here. And I'm so glad that I'm getting the fuck away again. Like, I could not, I would rot here. I would die with I can't. Nope.
Well, Chantal, if you go back to Kuwait and you are on your way back there, do you think you're going to be preserving your health in that environment? I'm telling you right now, I already know. I'm not wanting this for you, but I already know. You go back to Kuwait with all the stress, with all the worry, the insecurity, the jealousy, the possessiveness, the obsessiveness. You eat your feelings. You're going to have a whole lot of feelings in Kuwait, and they're not going to be good. And you're going to try, and you're going to try and try to eat them all, and it's not going to work. The mukbangs that we saw you eat, they're going to be nothing in comparison to what's coming. And your health is going to decline even faster. You're going to be constantly stressed out. You are walking back into that misery. You're choosing it. You don't like being uncomfortable, you said. You're not comfortable in Canada right now, but you'll be more uncomfortable in Kuwait. So no matter where you go, whether it's Canada or Kuwait, you're going to be uncomfortable. It's just a matter of how uncomfortable do you want to be? Would you rather be in a place where you can maybe fix some of the things that are wrong and fix some of that uncomfortable, or go to a place where you know you're not going to and the pain is only going to increase? Well, I guess we're going to find out.
Don't you go anywhere. Stop defending how you... Hi, Squeaky. Yeah, stop defending how you practice your faith. That is none of your business. That's none of your business. That's a breach of privacy, exactly. So whoever the manager at one plant is going to get in shit. So just wait. So FF Gunt, if you want to publish that and admit that it's one plant, bud tender, fine, because I'll be going to the manager tomorrow. Don't worry. So anyways, I know, like they just go lower and lower and lower to try to get reaction.
You know, you guys saw the review that Chantal left for this place. She said, I think it was that person, even though she didn't personally witness FFG talking to anybody. But she said, I think somebody said something. Well, even in a court of law, I think is actually just hearsay, isn't it? Without actual proof. So just based on hearsay, you're going to try to, what, threaten someone's job? Get them in trouble? Chantal, you've threatened to take FFG to court I don't know how many times. The same way you threatened Natter, and nothing came of that. But you are a wrathful, vengeful person. Strange how somebody that allegedly says something about you, you'll take their job away. But your supposed husband that's done some stuff that he shouldn't have been doing, what are you doing about him? How are you going to punish him? How are you punishing him? You're not really punishing him, are you? Yeah, because you need him. But going after somebody's job just based on a thought, a moment of vengeance, maybe misdirected anger. You're mad at Salah, so you're going to take it out on anybody else because you're too much of a coward to step up to him and tell him what you think because you don't want to be alone. Yeah, put that anger where it belongs versus other people.
That's how they make money. That's sad. And you have the nerve, you bully for money, and you have the nerve to talk about morality. Go fuck yourself. Wholeheartedly with my whole chest, go fuck yourself. Yeah, that's haram. Suck it. She's probably bribing these followers. Yeah. If Nosferatu started following her around Montreal, Orange Chin Lip would be the first to come on stream complain. Oh, Applebee's Orange Chin Lip. I love it. Dang, that place is horrible. I wouldn't want to stay in that town either. Yeah, no shit, right? I never quite understood why you offer so many explanations to people. I know. I don't know, like, what the obsession over, like, you know, like, I don't know why I feel like I have to explain myself, but I'm not doing it anymore. Like, if you...
I think I have an answer for that. Why does Chantal feel like she has to explain herself all the time? I think I know why. Because when you have someone in front of you that they tell you the truth, they don't have to explain themselves. The truth is enough. The truth is all that's needed. But someone like Chantal that never tells the truth, she lies about things she doesn't have to lie about. She makes up a lie, followed by another lie and another lie and another lie to back up the first. And then when somebody punches holes in her lies, that's when the explaining herself part begins. Her trying to cover up the flaws in the first lie. If you tell the truth, there's nothing to explain. The truth is all that's needed. But a lie, you have to constantly keep reinforcing it and making it seem like the truth when it's not. Keeping up with a lie, remembering lies, takes a lot of work. She puts herself more stress than she should have to. All because she insists on lying so much.
You want to cancel me and hate me? Go for it. I don't care. I really don't. I'm going to live my life anyways. It's my right. And from what I can see, at least I'm not inventing. You could say what you want about my relationship. At least I'm not inventing one, okay? Number two.
Actually, you did. You tried to sell this lie that he loves you so much. He's all there for you when there's so much evidence to show that he's not into you. He's not been into you. He's not going to get into you. Are you mad because what everybody knew and suspected has basically been verified? This perfect marriage arrangement, this paid arrangement, it's out there in the open now. And you can't control the narrative anymore. Not that you ever could, but you tried. You really tried to control that narrative because you wanted to have one up on everybody. You're all a bunch of liars. You don't know what you're talking about. I guess we do. How degrading is it for you, Chantal, that when you were with Natter, that you guys were just indulging in things together. Like you were into humiliation and degradation, and he happily obliged you. And no one can tell me otherwise that Chantal did not know about Salah's fetishes, or at least some of them. I think she knew. And is also my opinion that I think maybe Salah chose her based on his interests. Not so much by what she looked like, but if he's got degradation fetishes himself, dark fantasies, if you will, that he watched Chantal's content, and based on that alone, that interested him. Maybe he picked her for that reason. You know, the burping and the farting and acting gross, maybe that was right up his alley. Maybe physically he doesn't really feel attracted to her, but if he's got those dark fantasies, maybe it piqued his interest. But how degrading is it for you, Chantal, that you, being a woman, that you will do anything to make a man happy? You will degrade yourself and shame yourself and humiliate yourself in any way if it means having a companion. And you have a companion that you pay a lot of money to. And despite the fact that you put it out there publicly, what you will do and what you have done for others, he still didn't go to you for his interest. You weren't the first person he turned to for those things, despite it being public that you will do these things, you have these interests. He went to somebody else and said things to her that I know you've been wanting to hear. Talk sexy like that. But he didn't do it with you. And how much money did you pay him? And what did you do for him? All those things, and he still didn't go to you. Went to another girl. Yeah. And there's probably more. And there's going to be more. You just can't stop it. Told you. If a man wants to get his bells rung, he'll find a place, a person, a time, and an opportunity, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. You're practically housebound. You don't leave the house. He's got to go out and get you food. You don't think it's going to happen then? You don't think he doesn't have a backup phone for your backup sandwich? Backup phone numbers? Backup accounts? He might make them if he doesn't already have them. And you best believe, before you come back to Kuwait, he's going to party a little bit, because he knows his little window of time for freedom is coming to a close.
At least I'm not following people around calling dispensaries to try to expose something that's so stupid and irrelevant. I mean, most people I was smoking anyway. Who fucking cares?
If it's stupid and irrelevant, why are we talking about it? Why is it an entire topic for a live stream? Why are you getting so mad? Irrelevant means it doesn't matter and it does not affect you, but it's affecting you right now.
I don't
just contradicting yourself.
owe you that information. I don't owe you an explanation. So get bent. Okay? Thank you. God. The Montreal matzo ball. Yes. You literally play for so many people's bills. I know. You're never going to be canceled. Not with... Yeah, I know. I know, right? I love how they're like, oh, well, I wish she would get off YouTube and be canceled. Like all her... Well, who would you be watching on FFG stream? Who? Like, answer me legit. Who would you watch? And then, okay, let's test that theory. Don't talk about me then. Guaranteed you can't. That's so sad for you. I could never be jealous of that. May be kind. Welcome to Very Important Recipes.
Hey, I got a challenge for you, Chantal. Here's a serious one for you. Go an entire month without showing yourself eating food on camera or talking about food or engaging in conversation with your beezers about food. Can you do that? I don't think you can because you're so hyper fixated on food. Show us some content that has nothing at all to do with food. Bet you won't do it.
We literally could tell you were smoking. Not sure why she went to the extreme. No content. No life. Nothing better to do. Sitting around, BBJ's in her cage. in the dungeon, and she's sitting there thinking, well, what am I going to do for content? I want to get back at her. She's sitting there seething, raging. She's like the rage pig of Gore World, 100%. It's your money. Yeah, exactly. That was the breaking news. No one cares if you smoke. It's legal. Exactly. She's a crazy stalker. Yeah. They would be, yeah, exactly. For sure. No, he's not here. I'm keeping my comments off, and we're going to be just like, I want to enjoy my life.
Okay. Thank you for bringing that up, Chantal. I really appreciate that. So Chantal is playing that little game now where she keeps turning the comments off. I want everyone to be aware of something. Chantal, listen, some people in the comments might argue with me, but just hear what I have to say first and just think about it. Chantal is stupid in a lot of ways, but she's smart in ways she shouldn't be smart. She's evil smart, you know? She's had a whole lifetime before YouTube where she's cultivated the evil ways of her being smart, like knowing how to be manipulating and scheming and all of that. Why does that matter right now? Because Chantal, she knows how to, she's trying to push everybody to come into her live chats and give her a view and give her a super chat. By turning off the comments, in my opinion, what she's doing, if you're someone and you want to make a comment, you won't be able to do it for free in her comment section. No, she wants you to pay to comment. She wants you to pay to say something to her. She's trying to funnel everyone to becoming a VIB or send her a super chat. You want to talk to Chantal? You want to say anything? You got to pay $5 or send a super chat. And for those that are sending super chats to Chantal, it's not for me to tell you what to do. I'm not your mama. But if you get mad at Chantal, like really mad, because she's going for maximum mad right now, our girl. In the past, how she made a lot of her money was doing things that really ticked people off. And then people get so mad at her that they would just, in a moment of mad, they would send a super chat. But anything you have to say to Chantal, mad or not, it's not going to affect her. You're not going to get under her skin. You're not going to get her really upset. If anything, she's going to be laughing inside of her head at you, saying, ha ha, they're mad at me, but they sent me $3 or $5 or $10. She's still getting financially rewarded for making you mad. So just think about that. The fact that she just basically got you mad and got money out of you. She used to make a lot of money that way, and she's doing it again. People sending her all kinds of super chats. Most of them have to do with people getting mad at her. But again, I'm not your mama. But going back to the comments, turning off the comments because she doesn't get paid for those. She gets paid for people coming into her chat and giving her a view on her channel and signing up under the memberships and all that. So Miss, I've got so much money. You know, she's figured out with YouTube, like what she has to do to make that money, what people are paying for versus what they're not paying for. You know, what she gets Google AdSense off of and what she doesn't. So playing that game with keeping the comments off. I see you, Chantal.
And just no headache, you know, like I don't see any channel that I even talks about me a little bit. Don't recommend this channel to me. And my recommended page, everything's been so clean and I just love it. I don't have to worry about anything. I have peace of mind. But then I guess someone told me, so if like some people are concerned, especially with her, they tell me like if she's going to be stalking me, they tell me, then that's fine. But you know, that's how I found out about it. And I went to check and sure enough, and she's stupid. She's fucking stupid. She even put the name of the place in Cornwall where I bought the weed from. So the person,
I'm not speaking on Frenchie's business. She can speak on her own business out of her own mouth, and she does it very well. But Chantal, like, just, I'm playing devil's advocate here. How do you know she wasn't trolling you? Just getting under your skin. saying something to get you to admit to something that you were really doing. I mean, Frenchie has outsmarted you in the past. Is she doing it again? If so, I applaud you, Frenchie. Bravo, bravo. Because if you weren't guilty of something, why would you react like this?
Exposing me is going to get in shit. Unless they're the manager, I guess. But then I'm going to leave a shitty review for them. How do you like that? Leslie Cat. Welcome to Loyalty Bees or Ready Shoot Bees. Well, Salah booked a flight for me because when I came here, I didn't have a flight booked, return flight, because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I was like, I'm going to stay, you know, am I going to stay? Like, how long am I going to stay? I thought I was going to stay longer. And then I made the decision to come back. Even before everything happened, I made the decision to come.
Liar. I think you wanted to stay in Canada a little bit longer and partake of certain things and really just enjoy yourself with that. But come on, Chantal. The last time that something happened with Salah, because this ain't the first time, the moment you saw that Red Room picture, you hot fired the flight back all the way to Kuwait. You were in a hurry to get back there. You're in a hurry to get back to your man again. He wasn't planning for you to come back this soon. You weren't planning to come back this soon. Nobody is saying you have to go back right now, but you're worried. You're worried that you will lose your man. Maybe you saw what Allah said about Salah, that if you stay away for a month, then Salah will just move on. In about a month, he'll be good. And that worried you. You didn't want to stay gone for 30 days. You want to be back over there to control him before you lost him, even though you've already lost him in a sense. You know, you said you were coming back to Canada to fix your health. You haven't done it yet. You haven't even gotten a new pair of glasses, which you need because your vision is bad. And how long does it take to get a pair of freaking glasses? You've done nothing to fix your health. You're eating the bad food. You ate the paneer yesterday, the hamburger helper, the 6 portions of rice. I mean, what have you done for your health? Nothing. This was never a trip about, I'm concerned for my health. It was all about, let me just go home and get some presents from the family and indulge in the food and indulge in the party favors. Let me give you a break away from me and me away from you, and then I'll come right back if I can. Had nothing to do with your health. And the fact that all this stuff has come out, it's just making you go back that much faster, although it's not going to be the happy ride that you think it is.
Back. And then I went back sooner, you know, because dealing with something like this is hard when you're not together. So
you are so terrified that you're going to lose him. I'm going to give my prediction about how I think things are going to go when Chantal goes back. I'm just laying it all out. I think Chantal will go back and she's going to feel very much in control. She's a control freak and she thinks honestly that she can control Salah, although she forgets that she's an older woman and he's a younger man and he's got options of all kinds. So she's going to go back there. And Salah, maybe for a little while, he'll be okay with her controlling him. He'll try to put up with it. You know, he'll try to just push his way through, you know. But then as she throws temper tantrums, as she eats, as she wakes him up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go get lakmas, everything is going to get on his nerve, until that last nerve becomes a half of a nerve, and then a quarter of a nerve, and then he has no nerve left. He's got no tolerance. He's had it up to here, and then things are going to shift. So she's going to go back over there, be in control, be insecure, be jealous, be clingy, and he's going to put up with it for only so long before the tables turn. And if she tries to come at him with You know, like, I've got these text messages and I'm going to go to the cops because I got a feeling that's going to happen. She's going to threaten him. I'll show these to the cops and I will get you in trouble. The tables are going to turn. And he's going to flip the power dynamic back on her. And he's going to tell her, look, you got nothing in Canada. You have no home to go back to. I am your only option, and I know it. Me, on the other hand, I've got options. I can talk to other women. I can have another you tomorrow. So you better behave, because I don't have to put up with this. I could go out into the world and work. You can't do the same. So who's in control now? He's being all passive right now, but that won't last forever, especially if she makes him mad.
Ottawa, the land fun forgot. Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
And you know, Chantal, on that note, you have to consider the fact that you are not an easy person to be around. You're very difficult with your temper tantrums and your demands and your controlling and your insecurity and jealousy. You are not an easy person to be around. You suck the oxygen out of every room you walk into. And maybe Salah blowing off steam and hanging out with the friends and the family and having little adventures in the red room, that was how he was able to deal with you, how he was able to have patience with you. But if you take those freedoms and that fun away from him, he won't have the patience anymore. And you'll be coming back to Canada that much faster.
Ottawa's not that fun. Well, there's not much fun. No, there's more fun places. Thanks for the super chat. But yeah, even if she is that woman is the manager, I will just the head office. Yep. So I hope that she has a nice stream involving one plant. It's already on the thumbnail and I already have it saved, so you can't deny it. Like, I don't know how these people think it's okay to be invasive like that, like, especially over dumb things. You know what I mean? Tiana, welcome to Very Important Race and Peace. Oh yeah, he's a rapist. Sure. Has he raped anybody? No. Having a rape fantasy when the other person was telling you they like that is different. You can't even kink shame like that. You can't even say that the person is a rapist because it's a fantasy during sex. Get a life. If it's consensual fantasy, they're not. You're spreading defamation and stupid shit as usual. This is why I have my comments off, but if you want to give me money to talk shit, go ahead. I'll buy more weed. She's so obsessed. I know. This was bait. You fell for it. Okay. What? Like, this is your life? This is your content? Trying to bait me to respond to you? Like, what kind of loser?
It worked. It worked. If this was bait to get you to rage, it worked. You totally took the hook. And I think the reason why you took the hook and the bait is because deep down, Chantal, I think you really wanted to rage. You were looking for a reason to rage and let it all out. What better opportunity than now? You're in Canada. You can rage all you want and you won't get in trouble. Once you go back to Kuwait, you won't be able to do that. So here's your chance to let it all out. Get things off your chest. Be who you really are. Let that anger out, girl. Oh, it's been bubbling to the surface for the longest. Let it out. Doesn't it feel good? Doesn't it feel good to be yourself versus someone else? Doesn't your real personality feel better than the fake, phony personality you put in front of us? It feels good to be authentic, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Because you are more yourself in Canada than you ever were in Kuwait.
Does that? Like, thank you, well behaved. Like, what's the big deal? What's the big one up, you know? Turn the lights off. I don't trust anybody around here. No, I can't. I can't wait to go home. There's some kind of customer. Yeah. So
you are
this person.
You are home, Chantal. Canada is your home. You grew up there. It is your home. You're choosing to call Kuwait your home because you have bankruptcies in Canada. You owe the tax man in Canada. You've got habits that you indulge in Canada. You don't want to acknowledge your home nor your problems. In Kuwait, you were Foodie Beauty. In Canada, you're just Chantal Marie. You don't like yourself. So you want to go over to Kuwait to get away from yourself. Although when you get there, there you'll be. There's no running from yourself no matter where you go. Stop hating on Canada. It's not their fault that you're awful.
And is like telling somebody what I'm buying there, like that. How is that even right? Like they think that. No, I'm gonna be making a phone call. Don't worry. She needs your attention so bad. Well, this is the last you're getting, okay, loser? Because after this,
everybody mark this down. This is the last time she's talking about FFG. Everybody mark it on your calendars. Trust me, this won't be the last time she talks about FFG. She can't keep FFG's name out of her mouth.
I mean, you're gonna end up in jail. Like, you don't realize that. Like, you're such an idiot. I can't even. This is the last you're getting, because no matter what you do from now on, I don't give a shit. You're not gonna fucking get me to open my mouth up about you.
Sure.
That's the thing. I don't have to think about this loser every day to make content. I'm so grateful. Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
But you do think about her. You watch her live chats. You know you do. Why can't you be truthful?
Do it. Don't just say it. I know. But I wanted to just come here and be like, okay, weed. I buy weed. Yeah. Okay. And like a non-Muslim piece of crap vile bully is going to talk to me about morality. Really? That's funny. Yeah, stalker behavior. I have to go to the washroom. Should I go in the store? Get a cease and desist before you leave. Yeah, Crystal, that's a good idea. I was going to do that, but I didn't even have time to think to go that far. Like, I had some legal action I was going to get into, but I could do it from remotely. It's probably safer to do it that way. Restraining order.
Girl, come on. You don't have the money for legal anything. You don't have the money to go to court for anything, to file paperwork for anything. It's just too much work. Too many steps. What are you going to tell a judge? Your Honor, she's bothering me, okay, Miss Thoreau. And what way is she bothering you? Well, I'm in another country and she's in another country and she's just bothering me. I'm a public figure and I'm hotter than 90% of YouTube. So just agree with me. Like, how are you going to prove your case? You haven't even gone after Natter yet. The one you swore that you were going to file a lawsuit on. And he's done far worse things to you, according to you, than FFG. So if you're going to go after anybody, why haven't you gone after him first? All the threats about FFG, you haven't done anything. Nothing. And you will continue to do nothing. You don't have the money for all these little projects of yours.
Yeah, seriously, like, it's insane. Like, I'm just wondering, like, you know, the authorities, like, followed up with, what's his face? They must be able to do the same with her. I don't know.
You dropped the charges, remember? Didn't you say that? I dropped the charges. You went to the police station, then you dropped the charges. So you didn't follow through.
Tweeza, welcome for recipes. Oh, message was deleted. Thanks for the $2. Yeah, exactly, Crystal. It's ridiculous. Cease and desist aren't legally binding and people whip their butts with them. Yeah, I guess that's like the next step, I guess. She always does, yeah. That's her content. Like, get yourself on a doctor wait list? No, Crystal, because I'm not coming back. Like, for sure, this cemented it. I'm not, like, I'll miss my family, but hey, I just can't.
I don't want to sound morbid right here. And I'm not wishing anything upon Chantal. But this could be her last time in Canada. This could be the last time she sees her family, because she's leaving Canada in very, very, very poor health. Because of all her health problems, something could happen to her on the plane. If something does, she's in serious trouble, because you're up in a tube, thousands of feet up in the air. If something happens to her, they won't be able to get her on the ground fast enough, into a hospital fast enough. And let's just say, like, nothing does happen to her on the plane, that she goes back over to Kuwait and she arrives safely. She's over 500 pounds. How much more can her body take? She's going to go over to Kuwait. She's not going to be active. She's not going to exercise. She's going to sit in a room, do her enormous, enormous mukbangs, which are going to be bigger than they've ever been. She's going to gain weight faster. She's going to lose her mobility faster. She might end up in the hospital. So this could be her last time seeing Canada and her family. This whole trip back is not going to be good. The tension is going to make her bee monster going completely insane. She knows it's going to go bad, but yet she doesn't care.
Not for like a while. But I am impulsive, so, but no, I mean, I'm not going to, I don't want to travel. I'm not going to have to. I'm not going to, no. No way. Even if it wasn't Kuwait, it would be somewhere else. I wouldn't be here. No. So, but I will have access to medical care there. So that's good news. All my medications, all the doctors I've seen so far from Kuwait, my diabetes doctor, everything. Actually, I'm supposed to do a follow-up with that, so. So cheap to be discussing people's private sex stuff. What? Who are you talking about? Yes, I'll have to settle in Kuwait. I'm sure you can find peace somewhere else. No, I want to be in Kuwait, I think. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go use the washroom. Hold on. You have to look up at the... Wait. Hi. I don't want to show you where I am, so just give me a few moments.
Okay, let's just stop it here, because I started watching about, like, okay, she's back in the car. We'll scoot forward.
I don't have to worry about weird stalkers invading my life, or like people seeing me and reporting everything for clout. Like, I don't understand people who do something so immoral that they think it's like a one-up just for like 2 minutes of clout. Like, I don't get that. Like, it's so insane to me. And I don't like to be like, I don't like those people in my life. Like, you know what I mean? 420 Bs. Yeah, teardrop. Some people are mean. Some people are just shit. Watch out for Goblin and Scammy Shannon in the bushes. Yeah. Well, you know what they say, like-minded people, right? This, by the way, is a kale juice. Kale tastes like crap, kind of. Well, the green apple makes it a bit less crappy. Yeah. I don't know, Turbo 2. It's like the whole girl world is full of shit people. They're all shit. And they all admire the biggest piece of crap. Like, I don't understand that. How is it cool? Like, we're not, like, grow up. Like, these women are adults, you know, and they sit there invading the other privacy of other people, and like, it's just stupid.
What? We're all invading people's privacy, y'all. All of us reactors, we're invading people's privacy. It's gone way beyond just reacting. Hey, man, I'm just sitting here putting on a video and giving my thoughts. That's all I'm doing.
Anyway, to be honest, I find that lately marijuana kind of worsens my mood, like my mental health. I don't know if it's because it's mixing with my antidepressants, but
wait. Stop. Ma'am, you just held up a bag with a bunch of gummies in it. Now you're telling us that that worsens your mood. So why'd you buy so many gummies? Do they worsen your mood? So if you know this about yourself, that green products worsen your mood, why would you buy that stuff? Although I don't think it's the gummies' fault. I don't think it's the greens' fault that your mood has become worse. It's not the products. It's your state of mind. It's your emotions. When you take something like that, like whatever you're feeling is going to maybe amplify it. In the past, you would take the gummies and do the green to numb yourself out. You yourself admitted that. You wanted to escape, so you would do so much that you would basically just zone out, green out, if you will. But I think that you're kind of like pulling back from going overboard because you don't want people to know that you're doing it. You're trying to be on the sly about it. But still, if you're doing even that small amount and you're not feeling good, what's the sense in doing it?
22 months, little beezer.
Well, you can't make up your mind. 1 minute it's helping you, the next minute it's not helping you. So which is it? Is it helping you or not?
Gee, I've not used any of my free milestones because I'm always working, but I want to say congratulations on over 97K second haters. Thank you. Yes, and thank you, Ready Shirt Rebees, and thank you to all who have like come and are new. Teardrop, 15-year-olds, yeah. Emma Mac, welcome to Very Bees. Yay, thank you all new members. I appreciate it. Shannon has had more GoFundMes than I've had hot dinners. What? You guys make me laugh. FFG is lonely and depressed. I have. Yeah, FFG, like, she's damaging this worker's life. Well, you know what? I don't know. It's Cornwall. I don't think they're. Anyway, I don't know. But, like, I remember that woman being a bully in high school, and, like, she still is one. Clearly.
And you're a bully.
Because I'm.
And you, Chantal, I have seen so many live streams when you were with Natter, you were humiliating, embarrassing, and degrading your own beezers, the people that paid their $5. You would use the fact that you were a content creator getting on your channel, and if anybody said anything that sounded like criticism, you would go after them, even your own beezers. So who's the bully? Truly.
I'm definitely reporting that to that company. I'm just going to go online and report it. I know the person's name. I remember you from high school, bitch. Yeah. Is lonely and depressed. Have you ever asked her out to meet Troy and Hash? Are you kidding, Crystal? Do you honestly think after everything that loser has done, I would want to be friends with her? No, I don't want to be your friend. That's the thing. People who, like, I was once okay with, I'm not talking about her, but like other weird fucking reaction channels that I was like, even Missy Moo, like people like that, like they get nuts, like they get crazy, like they do something to break the trust, and I don't want to be friends with them, so they fucking lose their mind. Like,
what trust do you have with these people? Chantal, I'm going to bring up some facts here. You get mad at the reaction channels, but have you noticed something? That when it comes to your relationships, who were the ones responsible for breaking into your relationships? Your beezers. 2 beezers. Dee Dee started out as a beezer. Then you had Kai Bella. I see a trend here. I see a pattern. And the pattern is you being an idiot. You're interested in somebody off of YouTube. You put them on YouTube. You put them in the public eye. Knowing that you have insecurity and jealousy like nobody's business, you decide to put them in the public eye where you know they're going to be talking to women. They get exposed to women. Women start chatting them up. And then you find out they're a cheater. But it's been the beezers that broke up your relationships, not the reaction channels. not the reaction channels. And as far as this whole situation of it's a matter of trust, they are your viewers. The people that are in your audience, they come to see you. You entertain them. They give you a laugh. Your problem is you don't have any real life friends. You think the people in your audience are your real life friends. They're not. I'm not putting anybody down that might be a subscriber to anybody, you know, but there are people that just watch you in a live chat. They don't know you anything. They come to your channel and they watch you. And like, what is this trust that you're talking about? Do you mean them coming to your channel and they're supposed to be loyal to you? They're supposed to agree with everything you have to say and everything you have to do? No, they don't. See, you don't give people a choice to have their own opinions and feelings and do what they want to do. You think, oh, if you're a beezer, you're supposed to agree with me and be a yes man. Come to heal. You know, worship your goddess and never betray her. And two beezers did.
Sorry for the swearing. These are things I want to work on. No, I'm not. Do you want me? You know what? How about I out myself totally and write a whole list of every bad thing about me, and then whatever, like
Do it.
I want to stop swearing. I want to not have to smoke as much, but like realistically, I've been a Muslim for what, a year, and I've been a Canadian pot smoker for how many years? And I'm sorry, but old habits die hard sometimes, especially when you've been using them as a crutch. You're really not outing anything. What the hell? Like, I really don't know what the flex is here that you talk to a bud tender. You think you have this big juicy news. Oh yeah, she came in and bought weed. Okay, and?
The big deal, Chantal, is that you tried to make this layered lie that, oh yeah, I was completely out of control in Canada and I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm going over to Kuwait, different environment, around my wonderful husband, Salah, and he's going to inspire me to be a better person. I'm going to take care of my health. I'm not doing the chemicals anymore. I don't even want to do them anymore. I'm going to give all of my faith in Allah. I'm closer to Allah in Kuwait. Like, you told us this multi-layered lie. But the very moment you come back to Canada, you show your real self. Now you're trying to excuse it all. You guys can expect me just to be a different person once I'm back in my home country. You could choose to be. Just because you're surrounded by fast food doesn't mean you have to eat it. Just because you pass by a dispensary doesn't mean you have to stop there and buy stuff. You can always tell yourself no to the things that you want, especially if you know you really don't need them and they're bad for you. But you don't know how to say the word no. You're always saying the word yes.
What? Like, I'd like to know the so what. I had a history teacher in high school always say that. Like, what's the so what here, to your point? Like, what is your point? Like, oh, I hate people. Hi, Jenna! A Mean Girls Club. Yeah, it's so sad at this age. You grow your own weed, yeah? A stoner beezing. People abuse the GoFundMe. Yep. People seem to require a level of honesty from you that they can't provide. Right? These people judge me on how I look. And they don't even show themselves on camera because they're so ashamed of how they look.
Hi, Chantal. Hi. Baby girl, I'm 53 today. Today's my birthday. I'm showing myself on camera, no problem. I don't even have any makeup on. Listen, I'm at home. It's dark outside. It's cold. It's real cold. It's what, 44 degrees? Okay. I got no problem showing myself on camera without makeup. I don't have any filters on. Don't need them. Don't need them. Can you say the same? You can't come on camera without filters, girl. You do everything in the world to hide your real self. Everything. Always covering yourself, always disguising yourself, whether it's putting on the head spanks, putting on the abaya, covering yourself up, covering up the real you. You don't like the real you. You will distort the image as much as you can to get away from the real you. You'll even run thousands of miles away to another country to try to escape the real you. But the real you will always follow you. It will always plague you because it's a part of you. You can never get away from yourself. No matter what that self is, it's always going to be there. So if you don't like the way you are, maybe you should do something besides hide yourself. Maybe you should live in truth versus running away from it. Or if you don't like the current truth as it is, then change it. Change it to where you're comfortable with it. But I ain't hiding. I'm over here reacting right now with my real face. You saw me in real life, I look exactly the same. Maybe a little bit better because I'd have my makeup on, be dressed up. But it's winter, so I'm dressed for winter. It is what it is. But keep going, girl. Keep talking about the reactors that don't show themselves on camera.
Because why else wouldn't you do it? Why? I just don't feel like it? No. There's literally a Twitter from Yaba. I have the screenshot saying, really condemning people for not camming up when they, when they react. She hasn't done it in how long? Like, these people are hypocrites. They contradict themselves every day. They contradict themselves in their theories every day. Oh,
Chantal, I will never, ever forget that moment when you went on StreamYard. People kept telling you, do StreamYard because then you can invite people on panel and talk a bunch of crap if you want to. You turned on StreamYard, and StreamYard doesn't have filters. You turned on StreamYard for exactly 60 seconds. You saw your real image without the filters, and you freaked out, and you turned the camera off. And you never used it since. You don't like the way you look. You've stared at yourself so much into your camera with all those filters. You honestly believe that's what you really look like when you know you don't look like that. But you have made yourself believe that's the real me. To the point when you see the real you, you can't believe how different it is. So don't talk to me about what the reactors look like, girl.
I'm so broke. I'm not making any views. Only 7K views. I have no money. But I somehow have the money to give $10,000 to Salah, apparently, which is not true. I have, I support.
Keep telling on yourself. I love this. Keep telling on yourself. You know you gave that money to Salah. You know you bought him that iPhone and the computer and the car. You've been bribing him to keep him there just a little bit longer. Keep telling on yourself.
Support a whole ass man who supported himself before me. Like, anyway, I can't. Another piece of trash. Exactly, she is. Yeah. People stay in their feelings. It's so weird. I hate it. That's why I hate Gore World. It's just trash. No spine. Exactly, Turbo.
She says she hates Girl War, but yet the content that she does, she's practically tailoring it to Girl World. I think it really hurt her fifis when she went into a chat room and somebody put on one of her videos and the people in the audience were saying, this is boring. Like, everybody's been saying that for the longest. This is really boring. I'm ready to tap out. It hurt her feelings to hear people say that. Did y'all notice that after that incident, things really started to turn around? Things got spicy again. You have to wonder, is there a coincidence between those two things? Like, she knew that things were in trouble and she had to spice it up. So here we are. Because she's showing us more of her real, authentic self than she did in Kuwait. Although, hey, we're taking the spicy right now while we can. Who knows what's going to happen in Kuwait? But we'll take the spice while it's there in the stew.
Anyway, this is booster juice. Everything they say is contradictory. Yeah, I know. And then they say that I'm hypocrite and I lie. Like, what?
You do.
Oh my God. I don't know. I guess it's just like exactly bullying 101. You pick someone for whatever and you just keep going and going because like they can't admit when they're wrong. They can't admit it. They're always wrong. A bud tender leaking your information could be a HIPAA violation.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, no, it's not medical. Like, you don't need a medical thing here. You can buy it for whatever. So but I do use it for like therapeutic reason. Obviously, I don't use it just to sit there and giggle. No, it but lately I find after like the next day, I feel a little more depressed. So I like to be clear-minded. And I find when I smoke, I just think too much, or it's like, I don't know. I don't feel the same, but
Okay, I'm going to take a little stab in the dark. Just a little stab. Theory time. We like our theories. This just a thought in my head. What if Chantal's not smoking right now? Because if she were to smoke, if somebody's been smoking the green, the smell gets into your clothes, right? So if she wants to partake of the green products and she's staying with her mom and sleeping on her couch, if she smokes the green and she walks in the house, they might smell it on her clothes. So maybe doing the gummies to be kind of on the low about it, kind of hiding it from the family since she is staying in somebody's apartment or home.
Whatever. I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect Muslim. At all. I'm not a perfect person. So I don't know what the point is. No one is. Especially no one in Gore World. Are you kidding me? You're going to focus on me when you have people like Kaya like literally living with friggin' groomers and like pimps and everything? But it's a violation of customer privacy. So I hope you enjoyed your how much clout do you think this person is going to get? Longer than K Trasha? K Bella? How long do you think the clout is going to last? Have you been lying to your husband about pot? No.
Oh, y'all check her reaction. Have you been lying to your husband about the green? She said no, but then she looked away. Deception.
Nope. He's not stupid. He knows. He can tell. So basically what I've been doing is I've only gone to the dispensary. This is maybe like the second or third time. And
yeah, but every time you go to the dispensary, you're not just picking up a few things. You pick up bags of stuff. That way you only have to go a few times. I mean, when you're there, you load up. That's why you only went a few times.
The place I used to order in Ottawa from the wheelchair, that was like it was like not at the dispensary, like it was somewhere else. So I don't get wheelchairs.
Yeah, like about that. So I remember all the way back. I don't know if you guys remember all the way back. Y'all remember when she did her first live stream? It was for 6 hours and it was on New Year's. She did the live stream with Pete's. She had a bunch of fast food, of course, and liquor. She was smoking out of her vape pen. That night, she stayed live for like 6 to 8 hours, and it was a brand new thing for the Beezers, so she made a lot of money. I think she made like $600, $800. She made a lot of money, and that's when the light bulb went off in her head, like, hey, why am I doing recorded videos? I could just turn on my camera and make even more money all at once. And that's when like constant live streams started. But she started off doing her vape pen, and that was enough. And then she moved on to smoking the green and doing the edibles. And her tolerance kept building up more and more because the amount kept increasing. She would sit there and eat gummies like Tic Tacs on camera. She would do a couple hundred, and then the couple hundred would become like 1,000 milligrams, and then 1,000 milligrams became 2,000 and 3,000. She built up her tolerance so much that she would literally have to do like the wheelchair edibles, which are really potent and really expensive. And I think maybe she was doing stuff that really she shouldn't have been doing. And then after that was the shatter bears. I mean, she just kept looking for more and more powerful highs. This was on top of doing the white powder and the fungi. You know, like she was doing all kinds of stuff, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of stuff.
The gummies here, they only have 10 milligrams. So, but I haven't had any for a long time. Like when I'm in Kuwait, there's nothing, you know, so.
And Salah's going to have a lot of fun with that because she's getting her body used to all that stuff. And she's got an entire bag of it. And she's going to go home and be without it. Ooh. Ooh, the mood swings incoming.
And I just don't feel like I need it there. It's weird. If medical.
You said that same thing before you left. You're like, I don't miss it. I don't need it. But then you come back and you did it. So if you don't need it, why did you do it when you came back? You're indulging again. Why? Why get your body used to that if you don't need it?
HIPAA violation. No, it wasn't. Obviously, she was high in Thailand. A little bit. It's legal there too, and I sometimes I'm not.
Yeah, but you kept denying that you weren't. You said, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm not doing anything in Thailand. Although there was a dispensary right next to the poutine place, girl, we saw it. Your editing is bad. We saw it. You knew where all of the green stores were in Thailand. You were hamburger-eyed all over the place in Thailand.
Not, like I said, I'm not perfect. I have trouble. It's like kind of an addiction for me, you know? It's like I said, it's been a crutch. Like I would do wheelchairs every night, you know, at least it's not that bad now. But even then, even if I did, I don't owe anyone, especially no one like that person or that thing, an explanation of what I do with myself. Like, I know you have a whole channel about me and you feel like I owe you some kind of information on my life, which I don't.
You know, Chantal, your personal life is your personal life. Your private details are your private details. But here's the issue. You get on YouTube and you talk about everything that's wrong with you, including the medical. You get on your channel and you make a point to tell your audience and everybody on YouTube everything that's wrong with you. You've talked about your BED. We know you have a problem with BED. You've said so. I believe you. You've talked about all your medical issues. You've talked about your diabetes many times. You talked about taking multiple medications for diabetes. You talked about taking Ozempic for diabetes. Recently, it's 3 medications for diabetes. You've talked about your high blood pressure. You've talked about your high blood sugar. You've showed us your blood sugar readings. You've talked about going to the doctor. So you reveal all this stuff to the audience. And you tell your audience, I've got to take care of my health. I'm going back to Canada to take care of my health. You were looking into possible surgery, which we knew that there was no way you were going to get it, given how sick you are and the fact that you have an active raging BED and there's no doctor in the world that would operate on you that would do that at this time with that going on. Medically, you've revealed a lot. So everybody knows how sick you are. You make sure to reveal all that information. You put your business out there like that. And then you come back to Canada and you're indulging in the food and you're indulging in the party favors. And you don't want anybody to comment. No one's supposed to say anything. Nobody's supposed to criticize it, whether it's in your audience or the audience over here. You make a point to hurt yourself on camera for money. And you want to profit off of every single bit of it But yet, that's not supposed to be something to be criticized. Those of us that are not you, that value our health, we're not claiming to be perfect, but those of us that value our health, even a little bit, watching you, yeah, we're going to criticize it because it's absolute madness to do what you're doing to your own body. You know, there's other YouTubers that are no longer with us that were in bad health, and they're not here anymore. And you know about that person. And you're following a dark path right now. And you don't want to get off. You want to be defiant. Well, we'll see what happens with you.
Anyway, keep incriminating yourself more and more. I love it. Please. It's customer violation of privacy. Exactly. Exactly. My grandpa with cancer smokes weed. I have an addictive personality. It's not that I don't believe in God and I want to purposely be haram. Like,
This is her giving another excuse. I have an addictive personality, therefore it makes it okay. She's excusing what she does and what she does to herself. So you know that you have an addictive personality. You know that you have BED. You know you have a problem with food. You know that everything that you like turns into first an obsession, then an addiction, whether it's party favors, food, men. What are you doing about any of those? How are you dealing with any of your addictions? You're not. You're running from them, you're escaping them, you're excusing them, but you're not dealing with them. But you come to the audience and you paint this narrative of, I'm going through so much, everybody. So if I hurt myself on camera and I make you watch, it's okay. No, it's not okay. It's not. Instead of coming to your audience with your problems, why don't you find solutions? You know, make your content more positive if you can here and there. Instead of burdening everybody with your problems and your bullshit, find solutions. Everybody in your audience and our audience, we got our own problems, okay? We all deal with negativity now and then. We all fight our own battles. But we also look for solutions. We look for an end to pain, not a way to keep it going, which is what you do.
Anyone in girl world they're all pieces of crap. So you have no right to judge anyone on morality, okay? So you need to stuff it. Thank you. It's weed, you're not shooting crack. Yeah. I know, right, Teardrop? I don't have to defend myself over something they all do. Exactly. You know? And they'll say, oh, well, you claim to be pious and... No, I don't.
Yes,
I say I'm not a perfect Muslim. Just because I believe in God and and I struggle with addictions and things doesn't make me like a non-Muslim. Get a life. Oh my gosh. It's especially hard for reverts who come from that kind of past where you like, you know. Anyway, I know people are just like, that's why I put that post and it got like 1,000 likes of like, this train never crashes. People watch me for train.
Are you kidding me? This plane never crashes. Girl, it hasn't stopped crashing. Your plane has never stopped crashing. It keeps crashing over and over again. Girl, at this point, you're practically a crash test dummy. You're in the vehicle and it's being automated and it just keeps being rammed into a wall over and over and over again. We're not just getting one crash, we are getting several. Crash test dummy Foodie Beauty 2024. You're circling the drain in more than one way, yet you think you're on top of the world. Amazing.
Train wreck, but there's no crash. I just keep going. I just go with the flow, and every negative experience in my life, I try to learn from it, and I don't let it ruin my life. There's no way. You're not going to see me sit and cry over, not for very long.
So what was the lesson that you learned from Natter that you applied to Salah? You were with a loser guy who just wanted your money. He was not the nicest person, so you found Salah and you twisted it to where you thought, well, he's not mean to me. You know, he's a gentleman and he's so nice to me. He's not a jerk. So as long as he's nice, that makes it okay. Like, you supported first Natter, then Salah, because Salah is nicer in personality. You'll look past everything. Like, you went from one loser guy to another because you were so desperate to be in a relationship that you would do anything to make him happy. You know, like, you basically taught Salah by acting that way. Like, he made you mad and you forgiving him in less than 12 hours and taking him back. All that you basically showed Salah was two things. As long as I'm nice to her, she'll forgive everything. And if I want to be a bad boy, I just have to be more discreet. But the fact that I'm nice to her really goes a long way with this one. So I'll continue to be nice and she'll eat it up. I will be nice to you and you'll eat it up for days, huh, Chantal? You'll forgive everything.
Not for very long. Nope. I'm still Muslim. Thank you. Yes. You have a addictive personality too? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They're cherry picking the rules, like, and they're not even like religious. You know, it's just, anyway. Yeah, Turbo, I know. Hi, Breezeth. You know, Muslims who use cannabis. It's especially like a lot of Islamic countries, it's not legal, obviously. I don't even think there are any that it's legal in, which I respect that. When I'm in Kuwait, I respect the rules. I don't, I can't get any there anyway. I mean, you know, you can have alcohol, nothing. And that's what I like that about Kuwait, you know. But when I'm here,
Okay, cat moment. Booger. Oh, gotta take a second to hold her. She's up here like, Mom, give me some attention. I say hi, Booger. Booger. Hi, baby. A little cat break. You purring. Give me a purry girl. Me. This is what we do every day. Yes, Ryu. So, for someone like Chantal that doesn't want attention, she doesn't want the reaction channels talking about her. We're all trash. Like, this whole live stream was her tailoring her content just for us. And she knows what she's doing. And she becomes argumentative and combative. That just makes our content that much better. Oh, Booger. That's right. You tell her, baby. I'm going to put her down so I can continue with this reaction. All right. Cat break over.
bees a little because I just feel like even before I went to Kuwait the first time, I was always high here. Like I had to be. I don't know.
That was by your choice. Nobody forced that upon you. You chose that.
Anyway, maybe I have a lot of trauma to deal with from here, going way back in my life. And that's why it's not really a happy place. It's nostalgic sometimes, and I liked seeing my family, but I think I will need to get some kind of mental health help when I'm there, even remotely. I don't like going face to face with someone, so
I don't think she's going to get the help in Kuwait. I really don't. Because she was in Canada for years. She could have gotten help locally. She didn't. She could have gone online to do some online therapy sessions. She didn't. She has said publicly she doesn't like therapy. For Chantal to go to any kind of therapy, she would have to be one-on-one with someone. It's not going to happen. She's not going to leave Salah alone for a second, let alone an hour, to be in therapy and get her head straight. Like, her entire focus is going to be on Salah. What is he doing? Who's he talking to? You know? In his face. Therapy would mean she'd have to pay attention to herself and take care of herself. And she's never done that. Never. Even when she had the time, the money, and the opportunity to do so. Always focused on other people and what they're doing and who they're talking to versus just cutting other people off and doing for herself. Always giving away what she should keep for herself and use.
Most people, hi, Life with Ron. I know most of the people I see doing reactions never even show themselves, but want to judge every moment. Exactly, Ron. Exactly. You know, I don't get it.
I'm childish. I can't help it. I'm sorry. I'm silly. They never show themselves. Hi. You don't show yourself either. You come on camera with a million filters. You're practically a living avatar, ma'am.
Your relationship with God is dependent on your faith, not your sin. Yes, Crystal, exactly. Thank you. That's a big Islamic belief, too. Canadian law, prodding around. Canadian law says personal information may only be collected, used, or disclosed with the knowledge and consent of the individual. Oh, great. Awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you for the super chat as well. You know what? That's good news. Don't worry. I'm making a complaint. Trust me. Especially when I saw the thumbnail and they had the exact name. Like, I was just there. Not that long ago. Because, yeah, I need just to take the edge off, I guess, and relax, you know. And
well, that's not working. You went to the green store, you got some stuff. This doesn't feel like relaxing to me. How are you? This does not feel like her relaxing. I don't know if she took anything. I hope she didn't take anything. She's driving and it's dark and really she needs her glasses. And you're stupid for driving around like that with bad vision, Chantal. But this doesn't feel like relaxing to me.
I don't know. My anxiety being here is just so bad. Show me a perfect Christian. Yeah. You were depressed as fucking Canada. I know. I say anyway a lot. I know. Jenna, sorry. You're the real deal. You are who you act like. Thanks, Tiana. I have some really good followers, I gotta say. We all have our shit. No one's perfect, I know. So I don't know why, like, that's the whole thing of Gore World. It's based on gore, so to judging the same two people. Like, what?
We're reacting to people. And Chantal, you judge. How many stories did we hear about you, people from your past? Like, you would talk, when you did story times, you would always talk about people in your past in mostly a malicious way. It was like people from your past that those people, they probably don't even remember you. It was like you were trying to get back at them for some reason or another. But you judge people on their looks, on their age, how they were dressed. You judge people all over the place, girl. Yes, you do. You judge all the time. You put your opinions out there, so why can't we?
Anyway. Yeah, she was probably like, she probably didn't even call around. She probably just hid in the bushes and following me around. Like, I'm legit, like, I feel stalked. Like, no.
Oh, listen, I know you're desperate to be stalked for some reason, but nobody's stalking you. I promise you. Like, I know this is out of your realm of understanding, but believe it or not, other people have lives. They've got things to do besides YouTube. I know this is a complete shocker to you. It's revolutionary, but we have lives and jobs and families and activities. Like, the world is wide to us and we do all kinds of things besides sit on YouTube and wait for you to come on. I know you don't understand that, but trust me, there's a whole world out there that you haven't explored yet. But nobody's waiting around to stalk you, snap a picture, get an autograph, put you on Reddit.
Joke. Applebee's, yeah. FFG's put in a padded room. Yep. Restraining order. God. Oh, thanks for the super chat, whoever left that. Hi, Wheezy! Let's all look in the mirror. I know. I offered to send them all a Wayfair mirror when I was making more money. Wow, there's like fiber in here. Good.
That was another self-confession. I love the fact she's telling on herself here. Like, I would love to send the mirror when I was making more money, so you're kind of admitting that the money's gone down. Why has it gone down, Chantal? Remember what you said in Canada? I remember you were in Canada raging and you said, I make so much money. I hate money. I You were expressing resentment towards money, and the universe heard you and said, oh, we're sorry. We're so sorry that you have too much money and it's making you unhappy. Let us fix that for you. You will never experience the amount of money that you were making with Natter. You'll never hit that peak again. Ever. Ever. You're trying to revitalize your channel by making this drama, but you'll never see those numbers again. But you just told on yourself. If I was making more money, oh, so I guess the paychecks aren't as big as they used to be. Well, that's your fault.
Won't be right. Straight juice. Slept there day and night. She probably has some goons hanging around every dispensary. All right, let me know if you see Chantal with her vocal fry. I don't know how people listen to her effing vocal fry for 3 hours a night. I can't believe it. Like, I want to stab my brain when I hear.
You know what? I would rather hear Frenchie's vocal fry versus Chantal's baby voice, or her talking to the cats, or that awful screech that she used to do for Pete's. I'll take the vocal fry over all of that.
Even 2 minutes of it, okay? So, how you listen to that much? I know, Leslie. Oh, she can go a lot lower. I have complete faith in her on that. 100%. If she's talented at anything in life, it's to go low. Yeah. Clever nickname. Welcome to Race at Bees. Anyways. Oh, sorry, Jenna. Probably hoping to catch me on camera. Yeah. Coming out of the dispensary. Exactly. I'm not coming back here. No way. Nope. I'll meet my family in Florida or something if I have to see them again. I'm not going. I'm not coming here. Nope. Not until she's like either in jail or long gone. I don't know. I know, Teardrop. Wicked Witch of Montreal. It's annoying you can't feel at home at the place that has always been home for you, genuinely. Yeah, I know. It's really sad. Anyway, I realize being here, I feel more at home in Kuwait anyway. You know? Join just to say the world can piss off. We have limited time in this life.
Maybe she doesn't like the fact that since she lives in Canada right now, and Frenchie lives in Canada, that if she goes somewhere, Frenchie will know exactly where she's at, where she's been, since she's familiar with the area too. But over in Kuwait, that's not the case. She doesn't like that. She doesn't like people guessing where she's at and what she's doing. Less chance of that over in Kuwait.
They are sad to spend time hating others. They are really sad. So I think one day they'll realize that all of the shit they've been doing and saying and content they've been making about like the same people is just going to come back and bite them in the ass. And when it does, I think I'm going to have a party. Smoke weed every day. Hello, Grover reaction channels don't understand the complexity of faith, being a sinner, forgiveness, and relationship with Allah. They're not religious, Emma, and they don't comprehend anything that's not surface level. That's the problem. How do you think all our audience are capable of being sheep that just cackle at everything this loser comes out of this loser's mouth? Because they don't have the capability to rationalize and think, you know, like with the
Chantal, do you know every single person in the reaction channel audience by first name basis? No. You're making assumptions. And you know about assumptions, right? When you assume, you're making an ass out of yourself more so than me. You're assuming. You're assuming. You don't know any of those people. They don't talk to you on a personal basis.
Marriage certificate, for example. Well, if she wasn't married, how would she be able to, like, they don't know anything about the culture, about the laws, about anything about Kuwait.
Chantal, if you were a resident of Kuwait, why do you have to keep leaving every few months? If you were a resident, you wouldn't have to leave, period. Okay? You like to go on Google and do Google searches and put a little stats and stuff in your videos, trying to back up whatever narrative you come up with. So when you start talking about, I'm really married. Well, when you do things like do these visa runs, we know that you're not a resident. Because if you were really married to Salah, if you were a resident over there, you'd be able to stay there and you wouldn't have to leave every few months. By the way, ma'am, I don't think you can be married if you're on a tourist visa, which you're on. Okay? So stop with this I'm married nonsense.
They don't even bother to investigate. They just watch my video and press pause and make up some stupid shit. That's all they do. They don't have any reasoning of capabilities at all whatsoever. I know, Jenna. Tiana Chidester? Sorry, Tiana, if I said that wrong. Thank you. I think you're a good person. Thank you. Thank you. I am a good person. I am capable. Like, I love wholeheartedly. I do a lot for people.
No, you're not a good person. That's what you tell yourself to make yourself feel better, but you're not a good person. No good person would neglect their pets on purpose. No good person would get on a live stream and say out loud, I am not taking my cats to the vet just because it ticks off my haters. You would deny them medical care and even food just because you want to make the haters angry. And it's not so much haters, it's people who are concerned for the pet's welfare. No good person, and I'm sorry to bring this up, but it's just a good example. When the school shooting happened, and I remember this happening, Shantal put a big, huge, blown up picture of one of the grieving mothers up on her community post, and she left it up there. No good person would mock said shooting, playing pumped up kicks and doing the finger guns. No person would lie about DVNSA, claiming they happened when they did not happen. I mean, those are just a few examples. There's more. There's lots more, but we ain't got all night.
I love in my life. I'm very friendly, unless you are somebody who invades my personal life and I feel attacked, or you come for me and I've had enough. Yeah, I'm going to tell you to F off. That doesn't make me a bad person. In that case, so is everyone, right? That they don't even have faith in their life. No, because if they did, they wouldn't be making the content they are. You'd be going right to hell, which you're going anyways. See ya. Her zombies still believe that she never messaged Negs to dox her old friend. Really? I've heard a little bit about that drama. But I think I was watching a stream by TC Media. We don't agree with politics, that's for sure. But the way she like comes after her reactors, because they're all stupid, like FFG is, a lot of her reactors, and the way she makes fun, like comes back at them, makes me laugh, because she does it in an intelligent way, you know. Oh, welcome, salam, Rebecca. Feldman's floppy folds. Welcome to Very Important Beezers.
Oops.
Another regular. I love all you guys. Oh yeah. So, anyways, this is leftover Buddha bowls. I went to a place here. It's a vegan place because I was craving the kitchen. I'm not vegan, but sometimes I like to eat vegan. Yeah, they're still together, Meep. So, compression stoppings will help. Really? I don't want to be on the plane for that long. Anyway, I just watched Mayday, and now I'm feeling a bit anxious because I don't know. I don't usually let it get to me. Anyway, okay, so I had a Buddha bowl, and it was brown rice a little bit, whole bunch of like greens and cilantro and spinach.
And nobody cared.
And they had the one.
Ma'am, nobody cares. Like, I don't want to hear you talk about food. Next. I'm here for the meat potatoes. I'm not here for the side dish. Like, when she talks about food, that's the side dish. I'm not interested in that.
You know, and I should feel the same way. I don't have to explain anything. Ugh. Rendall, hey Frenchie, I know you're watching. Tell us you don't.
I don't have to explain anything. Also, Chantal spends like an hour and 23 minutes explaining herself.
Don't get your cheeks. Tell us you don't get your cheeks without telling us you don't get your cheeks clapped. Oh, right. Yeah. That's definitely stalking me for dispensary beezing. That's definitely.
Okay, so this is interesting. So this is VIB. Feldman's flopping fold says Skinny Queen reacts had some nasty old woman on panel and she wouldn't stop hitting on Allah. Well, hey VIB, what were you doing over there? Just were you like spying for Chantal? Listen, everybody's free to go where they want on YouTube. But if you're someone and you're supporting Chantal and you're just having this point of view of Chantal's right, everybody else is wrong, why go into a chat where there's conversation happening that's just going to make you upset because it go against your queen? Like, what is the point in that? Just to, get brownie points with Chantal? To report back to her? I got news for you if you're a VIB. She don't give a crap about none of y'all. You're all just a bunch of money signs to her. You're dollar bills. It's just about money. You are not her friend. She's not your friend. Okay? But go ahead and do as you want on YouTube and go as you will. Report back to her if you want. But saying things like that, you're not going to get any brownie points with her. She's not going to think any higher or lower of you.
Definitely, I need to get.
You're not going to get a wrench out of it either.
Late energy. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Rendall. Skinny Queen reacts as some nasty old woman on panel and she wouldn't stop hitting on Allah. Ugh. Oh God, she's still having him up on panel. Like that's some flex. That's also weird and invasive. Get a life. Oh my God, I can't stand these women. I can't.
And that's just a creator doing what she wants on her channel. Those who want to watch, those who want to talk in there can. And those that don't like it can GTFO. If you don't like it, there's the door. Real simple.
God forbid me for saying this, but forgive me, but I can't stand these stupid bitches. I can't.
We don't like.
I hate all of them. Anyway.
We don't care. We don't care if you don't like us. We don't like you. It's not about friendship here. We're not here to brush each other's hair. We're just here to react to you.
Person really has no place to judge me. They sound buzzed out every night on benzos. And just like, I don't know how people, she doesn't get many, I don't know how people listen to it. So, okay, we're going to believe everything this person says on panel. Like, she's so boring. I'll take care of those stalker. Yes, please, Layla. Kung Fu. Next time. Hi all, welcome to Premier Recipe. The best is when the flight is not full. Oh, please don't be full. I'm freaking out. When I get to the counter, I'm gonna go, yes. Turbo Toots 2 months loyalty bees. A Frenchie's so bitter that no one wants to go in her musty club. Ew! Bees. Sorry. Bees, Turbo Toots. Are you able to get prescription water pills for swelling? That's helped me. I probably could if I need to, yeah. Because, yeah, like the swelling was only bad. My legs don't swell much anymore. The only time they really did, like my feet and everything, was from the flight. A lot of people will not understand that I was secretly recording y'all. I don't know. He just wants clout. That's all these people want. You know, like, why? Who would want to be friends with that? after like they come out and say they're going to expose you for what? Like, and they have nothing. How many people have had a big fat nothing burger when they went on Sam's Bar Lounge? I'm still waiting. I'm glad you exposed what's his face. Thank you so much for that. But there's always a big nothing burger. Let's hope.
There's been all kinds of rumors circulating for the longest that Chantal was behind Sam's Bar Lounge. Don't know if that's true. It's an interesting rumor, but excuse me, pardon me. It's interesting how she keeps bringing it up. Although Sam's Bar Lounge, the channel has not posted any content in the longest. The channel promised to do something on Chantal, and that never happened. And I don't know if that was, if she was behind it. Of course, she's not going to post anything revealing about herself. But maybe she pays them hush money. Just when they got to that part, they just kind of like cut it off. But for someone who's been through DV, like she keeps promoting Sam's Bar Lounge. Isn't that interesting? Why would anybody who's gone through that tell people to go watch that content when it might trigger some people?
Hope Sarah Jane never gets a job at a crisis hotline because her voice puts anyone to sleep. Might be a good thing. Yo, mama, French fry girl man deflated. Oh, French fry girl man deflated on New Year's Eve, and she spent the whole day in depression sleep. Please say a prayer for her and her air pump. Oh no! Thank you for the super shot. Another clout chaser, exactly. Teardrop. Yep. That did a lot of good. Imagine trading your friendship of however long for how many subscribers?
You know, you call people clout chasers, Chantal, but what clout do you have? Please enlighten me. What clout do you have? You don't have any clout. And you're a clout chaser yourself, because how long have you spent trying to find something viral that you could do on your channel, hoping to go viral? So obviously you're looking for some kind of clout.
Maybe 2,000? Seems worth it. These people have no integrity as people, and that's why the nerve of you to judge me for going to buy a joint, get a life. I'm not even bothered. Anyway. Right? I mean, am I insane or what? Yeah, I'm insane, but I mean, you know, I'm not hurting anybody. They believe his dumb lies because they want to. They want it to be true. Well, live in Delulu world. Anyway. Coming through with the jokes. Compression stockings are wonderful. Yeah, I'm glad I got some. They were on sale at Shoppers Drug Mart. Actually, I thought they were on sale. They were $30.
Okay, she's deflecting. Let's move ahead a bit.
But yeah, I mean, I'm broke, so like, how can I afford airfare? But that's the thing. I don't owe an explanation. I mean, I didn't book my ticket like home, like Salah did, but still, because like that would be a lot. That would be too much money for one person to just book it. That is a lot of money. That's an impulsive thing.
You know, she kind of revealed something right here. Like she keeps talking about like she doesn't have much money anymore. You know, Salah, I know that you wanted to go and travel the world. It took you over a year to get Chantal to take you to Thailand. You guys were there for a month. I think it's safe to say that you guys are not going to travel after that. You know, like that was your one and only trip together. If she goes back to Kuwait, dude, she's going to gain so much weight. It's already hard for her to travel. If she gains another 50 to 75, maybe 100 pounds, she's done. She's not going to travel at all. So you got one trip to Thailand. It lasted about a month. You guys are going to travel beyond that. She's going to Kuwait. She's going to park herself right there in that house and not be able to move.
But I need to be home. I need to be with my husband. I need to be with my pets. I need to be in an environment where I'm not tempted by like everything.
I'm getting shades of, I just have to get into his house. Y'all remember that? She said that about another guy. I just have to get into his house. Kind of a creepy thing to say. I took that as like her thinking, I just have to get into his house. Could be two reasons. One, because if she feels like she gets into a guy's house, that means on a relationship level, they're getting closer. She's getting closer to him. But also, and this is the more probable part of it, if Chantal gets into a man's house, she could lay down anchors in his house, like leave her stuff there, lay claim to her property, like put her stuff there and just take over a little bit by little bit to where he can't get rid of her. So her going back to Kuwait to be with Salah, the moment she walks through that door, she just got into the house. And it's going to be near impossible to get her out of there. You know, she's got to go over there and reclaim her property, pee on the fire hydrant, if you will, like mark the territory so that nobody else can walk in, nobody else can claim it. It's all about ownership. It's all about, this is mine, you can't have it. If I'm here, you're certainly not going to get it. I just have to get into his house. Because as long as I'm here, nobody else is walking in.
Everything bad for me. I can just drive around and get any bad food I want. Like, I have too much freedom. It's not good for me.
Yeah, well, what's the difference though? If you're in Canada, you can go get your own food. But if you're in Kuwait, you have Salah go get it. So either way, you're getting fast food. Either way, you're indulging.
Really, it's not. What is that? What's that reflection? Anyway, and then Beezer. There's no news here. Maybe wait before you go back. You can lose your temper quick. Yeah. Oh God, teardrop. Yeah. But no, Mimi, I can't. I just want to go. Gotta run. Okay, Life with Ron. Thanks for coming. Salah doesn't have a job. He pays for stuff. He's leeching off Foodie, but Foodie is broke. Exactly. But the thing is, it's no one's business. Like, our finances are no one's business.
I think over the course of time, Foodie and Salah have trapped each other. Like, Foodie has nowhere else to go. She has no home in Canada. She doesn't have a choice of one home over here or one over here. She could stay in Canada and save up money and get her own place, but it would be more expensive. She's already got a home in Kuwait. So even though she's got to pay an expensive plane ticket, in the long run, it's still going to be cheaper to be over there with him versus getting her own place in Canada. So if she wants a home, she's got to go back to Kuwait because she can't live with her family, can't do what she wants in her family's home. Likewise, Salah has basically set him on a path to where he hasn't worked in so long. He doesn't have his own money. He's depending on Foodie for money. So their laziness and their greed and stupidity have trapped them with each other.
He had a life before me. He paid a lot of things before me. He had his own place. He was a bachelor. That's all he needs. He had, like, he didn't just like, oh, now I have nothing just because he got with me. Like, people don't make.
Chantal, you have a nasty habit of when you meet a man, if he has a job and he has money, you persuade that man to, oh, don't go to work today. I'll pay your bills. I'll pay your rent. You encourage them to be lazy versus independent. You want them codependent on you because then you can take control of them. You did it with Pete's, did it with Natter, then you did it with Salah. You don't want an independent man because an independent man will walk away from you like Bibi did. Yeah, Salah had a job and he had money, but you kind of like, just do this stuff with me and I'll pay you. So he got into the routine of being lazy. He's still stuck in that routine.
Deductive reasoning is exactly what I'm saying. It's not impulsive going home to your husband. You don't know any. Yeah, I mean, I am impulsive, but like, I didn't even wait. I have so many deliveries coming. Okay, I have I went shopping. I got a lot of things coming.
What?
that
What things?
I have to have sent back. Like someone in my family is going to have to return the things because they're going to be coming later than when I leave here. I guess they're backed up.
Why can't you tell us about the things? Huh? Why can't you tell us about the things you bought?
The holidays. Lasheen Eddie Izzard. Trying to go on a poutine date with the matzo ball. You know what? Applebee's, she had I did hear an excerpt of her saying, Eddie Izzard, it's uncanny. Her saying, if I were Chantal, I wouldn't show my face online anymore. Really? Whoever's seen the Sam's Bar Lounge video of him and of her and Sharkfish, raise your hand, because after that, I wouldn't show my face either. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm not even going there because that's what they want. They're so irrelevant to my life. Get out of here. Anyway, oh my god. They're the most embarrassing people on the internet. They have the nerve. I wouldn't show my face. I'm not embarrassed. Whatever. I don't get embarrassed. You can't humiliate me. You can't cancel me. So move on.
We would never dream of canceling you, Chantal. You're doing a fine job all by yourself. Why should we expend any energy towards that when you're working so hard on it yourself? We'll just watch you do it all to yourself. It's much more fun. We're just here in the bleachers watching the action.
Or the one where you can see him smoking meth. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. No, there's no one who wants to eat poo-poo. I mean, after this, I want to crap on K-Bella too, so. Anyway. Ugh. I hate people. I like animals. That's my biggest thing. Don't you dare pass away on us. You have a job to do. Outlive us all. Oh, don't worry. Even if it's out of spite. That's why I'm drinking kale juice. You ain't ready. I want that on a shirt. You can't hear me. Yes. Oh, Sam's Bar Lounge. Okay, everyone go check it out. It's a channel.
Why is she promoting Sam's Bar Lounge? Are you behind that channel, Chantal? Is that why you're like boosting it up now? And why would you promote a channel like that? When there's so much content on there showing disturbing videos of Dee and Natter. How can you be somebody that you claim that you've been a victim of DV, and there's people online that have dealt with that might get triggered by that content? You're saying, go watch the videos. Why would you want to watch the videos? Why would you want anybody else watching the videos? For what purpose would that serve? And you're saying that with a smile on your face. Are you trying to revitalize the channel somehow for some reason?
That has exposed doo-doo and nattered all of the abuse out in the open, all the lies. Just go see it. But be careful because it's very graphic and horrible. Yo mama, just Reason celebrated her remodel.
What you should be saying is, if you're someone in my audience and if you've dealt with SA or DV, you really shouldn't watch the videos. Trigger warning. You're not giving everybody a heads up. But you're saying, go ahead and watch. Why? We've already seen it. And honestly, nobody else needs to watch it. It was bad enough the first time.
Monetization today by punching a Native American off a horse and buying an Airbnb to get some garlic sauce. What? Oh no, is she remonetized? Oh god. Well, YouTube certainly needs more crap content, that's for sure.
Would that explain your live streams?
Yay, maybe you can go rent another Airbnb for you and Gorlick. Anyway, damn, that ain't right. I know. She can buy wigs from the grown-up section. See, the difference is when you did my makeup look and when I do it, I still look pretty after, even with crooked lipstick. You looked like Robert De Niro with a wig. if he had sex with the Joker. So that's the difference. All right, thanks. Sorry, guys, I'm being super mean, but never to anyone who hasn't been mean first.
And this is what she enjoys. She enjoys being mean. Like, she is just having all kinds of fun in this live stream. Like, she started out sounding like she was raging, although she could flip her emotions on a dime. 1 minute sounding mad, the next minute have a smile on her face and say hi to people. Like, this is more her wheelhouse. Like, she's so relaxed in this. Like, this is her groove. When she goes back to Kuwait, she can't do this. She's not going to do this because Salah's going to be right there to tell her no. And the misery will continue.
I'm feeling vindictive. You people, they drive me nuts. That's what Applebee's. No, Robert De Niro. Go look his face up. It's not your
Next.
Quran to read and hadiths and learning to do. For me, it's the Arabic is hard to learn for the prayers.
Okay, you know what, guys? We got like, let's see, 15 more minutes left in this live stream. She's honestly just starting to wind down. I can just feel it in her. Like, she was full of steam when she started, and then she got it all out, and then she started to calm down slowly. Now she's just winding down and talking BS. So we'll just end it here. We're almost at 3 hours anyway. So I'm going to end it here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and have a great night. Bye-bye.